I'm streaming on both YouTube and on TikTok. YouTube, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like button, share as you care to do, and always comment below. This platform, this channel is about manifesting. Tonight is Manifesting Wednesdays as we figure out how to manifest our desires, right? And I figured the best way to manifest your desires is to stop consuming information and start applying this knowledge. You must test it. You must prove it to yourself. Because here's the thing, you're always manifesting. But you got to prove to yourself that it's your thoughts that are creative. That's what you're going to prove to yourself. You're not going to prove to yourself that you're manifesting because you're already doing that regardless if you know that or not. The whole purpose is to be a conscious creator, to be deliberately manifesting, to choose and decide what it is you want to experience and then allow yourself to experience it. That's it. That's what's going on. That's what you need to do. And so I reference Mark 11:24 on the screen. And the script says, therefore I say to you, whatever you desire when you pray, whatever. Therefore, whatever. It does not matter what it is. Just believe you received it and you will. That's so simple. That's too simple, right? And you have to keep rehearsing it. You have to keep practicing it. You have to keep reminding yourself of who you are and that life is meant to be easy, breezy, fresh, and squeezy. You no longer have to struggle through life. You no longer have to, try to make things happen or figure it out. Hello, welcome. Hello. Hello, Felicia Mitchell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that's what the Bible's reminding us. The Bible's reminding us about prosperity, about a rich life, that it all starts from within. It all starts with your mind, that what you think about, you bring about. As you think in your heart, as you think according to your assumptions and your beliefs, your ideas, and the more you focus on what it is you want, whether that's health, wealth, success, right? Better relationships, travel, cooking, whatever it is that you give your attention to, whatever, learning to dance, play an instrument, whatever it is, you want to be famous. Okay. No time like the present. You could be made a star overnight. Here on these internet streets, here with this social media, it has opened up the gates for anybody that wants to be known in this world. Right? Just got to give your attention to it. You just got to become fascinated with it. You just got to allow yourself to be it, to live comfortably with it, to be at ease with it. And then it'll show up. Right? Now, some days you may be disappointed, some days you may even doubt, some days you may even fear. Not saying that those thoughts don't come up. It's about what you do with those thoughts that appear, that you don't entertain them too long, right? You recognize them and then you change them. You don't beat yourself up. You don't have to condemn it, judge it, just change it. That's it. You notice what you're doing. You notice how you're thinking. You know, thoughts are creative. You know, what you give your energy to, what you give your focus to expands. So you're going to trust yourself not to do that, not to focus on the unwanted, but switch it up, turn it around, think differently. Hey, Latoxic. You're welcome. You are welcome. Just change it. Just turn it around. That's all you have to do. I know it's too simple, but the more you practice it, the more you are disciplined in your thinking, results will ever follow. You always get the results of the thing that you have a conviction about, things that there is no resistance to, right? Things that you accept with ease, things that you can loose and let it go and bloom, right? You have to release it. You can't hold it tight, right? right? But then you end up getting the exact opposite. Why do you get the exact opposite? Because you're going against yourself. So when you hold on to something, right, and you don't release it, you're causing the thing that you don't want to experience to have more of that. Because that's the mindset you're operating from. So you have to release that mindset. You have to set it free. Is when in the story, in the biblical story, when the Christ is on the cross and they're asking, who is that? Pontius Pilate asking, who shall we release? Who should be released? Should it be the Christ or the two robbers? And they say, release them robbers, release them thieves. Let the thieves go. You got to let the thieves go. And you got to be crucified. You got to be nailed on the cross of your conviction. The Bible's a metaphor. It's allegory. If you want to in order to live according to the life you want, you have to release the robbers. You got to let them go. Those things that have been robbing you of your joy, of your peace, of your love, of your kindness, of your success, of your prosperity. What you loose on earth shall what? Be loosed in heaven. And what you bind on earth shall be what? Bound in heaven. The crucifixion is not a physical death. It's a what? Spiritual one. Yes. Divine Wednesday. Hey, Kev. Be loosed and set free. Be loosed and set free. And so if you want to, truly actualize the life you want, you got to let go of the old state. You must die. Hello, the Toxic. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you? How are you doing?
Doing well. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. I know I'm a little late. Had some little business to take care of. I know, right? I said, that's the beauty of having your own little schedule, right? You can adjust it. Yes.
You can be when you want to be, basically.
Oh my goodness, because if you're coming up here to debate, we don't want to hear it. I'll allow you guys up, but if you're coming up here to challenge what I'm saying, we don't really want to talk about that. So hold on, please mute up, and then I'll greet you. Hello, Kevin. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yes, it's one fine day.
Always, always.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful.
Live in love and loving and living.
Love it, love it, love it. Yes. Wonderful. It's all about manifestation. Thoughts becoming things.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Children of God, you can unmute. Is that you? Hello, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. How are you doing? Please stay muted until I greet you. I don't talk to 2 or 3 people at a time. So if you guys are coming up at a tag team, you're on the wrong panel. Please, one guest at a time. If you cannot respect the rules of the panel, I'll just drop you. Go ahead, okay. Children of God, go ahead.
So I think we got a misunderstanding, me and you, of our last talk. And I respect it, I understand it. But also, I came to
I don't even recall.
And reverberate a point that you just said. It's a spiritual death, not a physical death. Everything that you speak in my, I respect it, and it's a good teaching. You know, you teach a spirituality, which is good. Because just like the Bible teaches, even though you don't believe, the Bible teaches the same exact things that you are teaching.
I
It
believe in the
says,
Bible. I believe in
it's,
the Bible. So don't
okay,
so stay correctly.
okay,
I don't
I'm
follow
sorry for misrepresenting you.
Christianity, but I do
Oh,
follow the
okay,
Bible. So not the
okay, so
same.
I don't mean to misrepresent you, but
Okay.
we have a lot of similar beliefs because
Yes.
as a man thinketh, so is he,
That's beautiful. Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So what also do you say? The thoughts that lift itself above the word of God, take it to captive. So
Okay.
any strongholds that you got in your mind, you need to tell yourself that these are not your thoughts. That align with spirituality, which is what you're teaching. So that's why I love what you're teaching so much. And I got no problem with you or your teaching. Because I'd rather people teach these things than teach Islam or teach atheism. Like religion of that sort. You know what I'm saying, Ma? It's me and you probably had like a back and forth conversation before, but what I want you to know, I respect what you teach. I'd rather have many more teachers like you on this platform than those. Because as you say, you believe in the Bible. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. You can finish. You can finish your thought.
Okay, I'm gonna just land with this. I just really know you is aligned with Christ more than what you even know. And I want you to understand that I'm 27 years old. I've been woken up since I was 17 years old. So I've been following spirituality. I've been doing meditations. I've been following the affirmations. I've been doing these things since I was 18. It haven't been until I was 26 years old until I realized the ultimate truth. Because the same thing that Jesus spoke and that he taught is the same thing that spirituality taught. But the only contradiction that I was getting from the both of them was the fact that spirituality will teach you that there is a creator, no matter what you call them. But if you do not acknowledge as Jesus Christ being our Lord and Savior and the Son of God, that is a problem with me.
I'm going to stop you right here. We don't do any preaching on here. We're just here to talk about manifestation.
I know, man. I know.
So we don't allow that. I need you to learn to respect people's wishes when it comes to that. No one who doesn't want to receive what you're saying is going to accept Jesus anyway. So don't waste your breath. Respect people's wishes, and let's keep the conversation on topic.
Okay, I'm just head out. I just want to say I ain't got no bad blood with you. I respect everything you're doing, and keep going.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, Miss Kitty. Hello. Yeah, that's the only thing with when it comes to the doctrine of Christianity. They think they're the only truth. They're like, it's all way or no way. I'm like the Quran teaching the same thing the Bible teaching.
Like,
I mean, they're saying the same thing. You saying Jesus, they saying Allah. It's the same. It's the same message, though. Go ahead. You want to say something, Kevin? Oh no, I thought you came off mute. But go ahead.
No, they think they have a monopoly. When the law applies to everyone. It doesn't even require for them to believe in the law for the law to be in existence. It only requires that you believe and be aware of what you believe.
Yeah. What how they say? Ignorance of the law is what?
No
excuse.
It's no excuse.
It's no excuse. That's why Acts says in 2 places, oh, I recognize that God is no respecter of persons.
None. That's why he reigned on the just as well as the unjust.
Causes his sun to shine.
Right. But you know what? And you can trace it all the way back to the Garden of Eden, which is in your mind. When mankind ate of the forbidden fruit, the forbidden fruit was duality. It's believing in the illusion
Yeah.
of separation. There is no separation. How can one hide from himself?
Mm.
Because everywhere you go, there you are.
People be running from themselves, don't they? They be going to Costa Rica. They be going to the Appalachian Mountains. They be trying to find a cave. They go on the mountaintop. They always trying to define themselves in some other place instead of going
Right.
within, because that's the only place you're gonna find yourself.
That's the only way you go. Because wherever, what does the word say? If I make my bed in heaven,
You are there.
right, you are there. Make my bed in hell, you are there. Why? Because it's in you.
I can't escape it. So I am seer. Welcome, welcome. Says, how can I bring my manifestation into the physical realm?
Oh, that's the easy one.
Well, go ahead. You can answer it.
Yeah, I wonder, like we say, through awareness, because you've always manifested. Always. There's never been a point in your existence when you were not manifesting. Now, you can go reverse engineer, be aware of how you are manifesting, so you can manifest with more intention, but you're always manifesting.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, you are manifesting. If you said, my bank account has no money in it, it's true. Your bank account doesn't have any money in it. If you say, my bank account has unlimited money in it, it's correct. It's true. Your external, it's a law, your external must reflect your internal. There is no exception to that rule, to that law. So, if that's how your awareness, I think it's a great thing when you find something in your reality that you do not agree with or that you do not consent to, because your awareness allows you to change it to what you do consent to what you do desire. And everybody manifested in their own way. It says your faith made who whole? Jesus whole. No, you whole. Your faith made Kevin whole? No, my faith made me whole. So your faith is linked to your manifestation. What are you thinking? What my definition, and it may not line up with the definition of others, prayer is your desire. That what you desire, you are praying. The Bible says pray without cease. So if you think prayer means to sit on the floor and meditate, how can you do that 24/7? You can't. You're going to have to get up and eat or go to the bathroom at some point. Prayer without prayer is in your mind, your desire. Now, no one gets to judge that desire but you. So if you say that desire is what you want, is what you prefer, then it's going to reflect that in your reality. Everything that I've ever had or did not have was because of my thoughts. Everything that you have or do not have It's because of your thoughts. You are a creator. All you do is create. It's how you were made. It's exactly how you were made. Which is why you don't have to put forth effort to create. How much effort do you put forth to breathe? How much effort do you physically do to get your heart to pump while you are sleeping? How much effort do you give to manifest? You don't, because that's who you are. That's how you're created. You are the observer of that which is your thought, and your thought is and the reality is the reflection of your thought.
Yeah.
So how do you do it? Do what Toyia says. Make a decision. First, be aware. Be aware, and then make a decision based upon your awareness of what you want, and hold that thought, that prayer, that desire in your subconscious mind. It's not your physical consciousness what bring it forth. Jesus says, I do nothing. It's my Father. It's my subconscious that brings it forth. He said, myself, I can do nothing. I can do nothing. It's the subconscious job to bring it forth. Now, when you tell the subconscious what to do, you're limiting the possibilities of how it can be manifested. That's not your job. It's not your job. Like we say, stay in your lane. Your lane is to desire it, and the law, their lane, is to bring it forth. Mark 11:24. I land my plane.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's it. Your only job is to convince yourself that you already have it. We can tell you how your manifestation will come into the physical realm. How you will allow yourself to see what's already there. That's why we're reminded by Neville Goddard, live in the end. The end is where you begin. And you talk to yourself. And you talk to yourself not when it comes, if it comes. It's since I have, since I am. Talk as though it's already yours. And when you find yourself trying to figure out the how, loosen, let it go. Say, nope, none of my business, not my work. It's just like asking us, well, how do I digest food? Well, from a scientific method, they can tell you how the stomach and all of the different acids in the stomach and all that, how those things and the enzymes work together and all that. But you, logically, consciously, is not making food digest. It's a happening. So just like with your desire, it's a happening. You don't make anything happen. You just experience the happening. It's like you're going to the restaurant and you're seated at your table and the waiter says, what can I get for you today? After you tell the waiter what you want, do you get up and go behind and follow the waiter to the kitchen and start preparing your food? No. You sit there and wait. The moment you gave instructions to what you wanted at the restaurant, at your table, you wait for it. Right? You gave the instructions. I want a filet mignon. I like it medium rare. I want the potatoes with it. I want the asparagus. I want white wine. Whatever you're selecting, you don't then get up and then go to the kitchen and prepare it. You let the sous chef or the head chef do whatever they're going to do to prepare. The line cooks, whoever's preparing it, you let them do what they're going to do. And you wait with confidence, knowing that they're going to bring your meal just as you asked for it. You're not questioning, oh, I hope you're not sitting there, oh, I hope they cook that steak right. Man, if they don't cook that steak right, man, I'm going to send it back. Man, if they mess up my steak. Because some people do that, right? Because some people just complainers. They just looking for a reason to be mad, right? They sitting there, man, and if they don't get that steak right, man, they just don't know that. Look, I'm known to send back food. Now, they don't know me. They just don't know me. I'm known to send back food. I will send back food in a minute. And wonder why they always sending back food. Because they've already decided that they're going to mess up the order. They're already prepared to be disappointed.
Your attention and your faith pays for it.
Yep, your attention. Your attention is the sap of life. It is the cause. So IMC said, okay, I'm saying all that I need to. Alignment, nervous system. I'm a multi-millionaire. I don't know what you mean by nervous system, but hey, it's your story. Whatever you need to do, make it happen, Captain. Hello, Nico. How are you? Welcome.
How you doing, sister?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm A1 since day one, trying to be a great one.
Love it. So you're already a great one. What's going on?
That's right.
Yep.
And it's interesting because you said something that really caught my eye or caught my attention. You said the example you gave is when you said when you go to order your food, you don't go to the kitchen to make sure that you just know that it's coming to you. So like that kind of simplifies, okay, you give God or the universe or whoever you may believe in your command, saying, I want this, I want that, and you just sit and wait. Of course, you persist or whatnot, right? You work towards it, or you keep persisting forward, but the higher power handles everything else on the back end, so you don't sit there and panic, or you're not frantic. You don't question nothing. You just know that it's going to happen. So I like how you made that example or that analogy.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, think about it. If we just made it simple as going to the restaurant, are you really persisting in the order that you placed?
No, you just tell them one time. You say, I want this, I want that, and then and it.
Yep. I like how Dr. Joseph Murphy, I don't know if you listen to him. That's what he would say. He would say, if you're going to say it more than once, the next time you say it has to be like it's the first time you said it. Like you've never said it before.
Right.
Because consciousness is not hard of hearing. God's ears are not so deaf that they cannot hear, or the arm of the Lord short that they cannot save. It heard you the first time. You're only persisting for yourself, not to make something happen, but so that you can remain steady, right? So you can remain in the state of already having it. But if you can just operate from that same simplicity that, well, when I go to the restaurant, I don't have to order my meal 3 or 4 times. Now I may have to repeat myself because if they say it back to me and they misunderstood, right? If I said something and they thought I said this, or they weren't really paying attention, then I have to correct what they heard. Sometimes that happens, right?
Yeah.
When they're taking your order and then they're telling you back the order, and it's like, oh no, I said this, or I meant to tell you this, or whatever, right? That's the only thing that's going on, right? Or I meant to say this, or I thought I said this, but this is what I want, right? But once they leave, when they come back to give you your drink or to see if you want drinks, you're not going to place the order again, right?
No.
That's the same concept. That's the same simplicity we should be with our desires. But people tell us it takes more than that, right? They tell us, oh, you got to persist. Oh, you got to, when you really just have to just say it and then forget it. But we quantify
yeah,
things, right? We say, well, that's really big, so I think I gotta do more because that seems beyond
yeah,
me or greater than me, right? Because we haven't placed it taken it off the pedestal. Because some of our desires we have way up here, and we're like trying to
yeah,
reach for it, right? We're trying to snatch it out of the sky, like it's beyond me. But
yeah,
if we can simplify it and give it the simplicity of going to the restaurant and just placing an order, and if we just operated from that, and we know that again, it's a conditioning, it's a programming. So yes, we have to work through the programming, we have to work through the conditioning. So we say, okay,
yeah.
then you must persist in the state. But persist in the state isn't vain repetition, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
when the doubt arises or the old man tries to make an appearance, you persist in the state of no, I already have it. I don't need to entertain the doubt. I don't need to entertain the old man. I just need to resist it, which means turn away from it. I don't have to argue with it. I don't have to wrestle with it. I just need to change,
And I
redirect.
kind of right, and so I'm heavy on this might be a Bible verse or a Bible quote, something like life and death in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will reap the benefits or reap the fruits or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a firm believer in that,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen it happen personally. So when I apply that rule to music, I'm very careful with what I say,
Mm-hmm.
because whether you record the song and release it or not, you still sent out that vibration or frequency out into the universe.
Mm-hmm.
For example, so an artist by the name of Young Thug, right? He recorded the song, but he never released it. He said in an interview, he said that I'm in New York, driving my Rolls Royce, even though it didn't happen yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so 2 years later, that same thing happened. And then he realized, oh, I got to be careful with what I say because it just happened. And the song was never released. But the whole point was you have to be careful with what you say. So that's why I'm very conscious, like not trying to censor myself,
Mm-hmm.
but in a way I'm being careful and cautious because I know that words hold power and frequency. And I'm using that to my most positive advantage,
Yes, intentional. Love it.
intentional. Yeah, for sure. Because the higher power has no choice but to give me what I'm constantly talking about, or what I'm constantly asking for. Like eventually he's gonna say, "All right, here you go. Just take it."
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
I love it. I love it. And I'm glad that you said 2 years, right? Was he like, man, I can't believe it took 2 years for me to get my Rolls Royce?
No. He was
Right?
already famous though.
Right?
He was already right. He was already famous though and wealthy. But the thing was, even though he was already famous and wealthy and well off, but when he recorded the song and never released it, the whole idea was he understood. Oh damn! Even though the song was never released, it still happened. I'm driving a Rolls Royce in New York, and it happened 2 years later.
Yeah.
And he started panicking, like, oh damn, like. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's
Well, the only reason I'm shining a light on that because a lot of people get caught up in the time element, right?
right,
And trying to rush things or try to make things hurry, right? He just said it and gave no more thought to it, right? But now he's recognizing how thoughts are things, right? And he just let it play out. He let the process develop all on its own, right? He didn't try to make it so or make it happen. He recognized, oh, I remember saying this 2 years ago, and look at me now. I'm enjoying the fruit of my words, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's why you don't have to be concerned with because I know you get caught up in how long. So it's not about how long. It's about the journey. It's about the experience. It's about allowing it to play itself out. Allow it to unfold, because that's the whole point of this third dimensional plane, is that we enjoy and experience the unfolding.
Right, because it's almost like going to a movie theater and no ends. Like no, like I want to see how this unfolds. Like what's the climax? What's the like does this character pass away, or does this person win? So it's just there's beauty in the unknown.
Yeah, it's like you don't go to the movie and say, okay, start at the credits or start at the end. Okay, let me read, you know, but in our mind, when we decide what we want, we are starting at the end, right? But we let the details fill in on its own. We let the details fill in on its own, even though we know the end result. We just don't know what the climax is, right? We don't know what's the different things that's going to happen that's going to bring us to the end. We just already know the end. We know how the story ends. We just don't know how it unfolds.
Right. We know. Right. To where like we may know the beginning, but we don't know the middle.
Yeah.
But we have an idea on what the end will be like, and it's like I tell myself too and other people, I say, well, you know, you worry about how long something is, or how long something will be, or how long something will take, but it's like life has a funny way of giving you what you ask for sooner than expected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like you may have thought that, you know, the certain goal you were looking for or looking to achieve, you may probably thought at first it was probably 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
You had it in 3, maybe even 4, maybe even sooner. So the point is, like, don't worry about how long it takes to get something. Just know that life has a funny way of giving you what you ask for sooner than expected. And that's honestly the fun part about it.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful said. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Kenji. Hello. Well, I'm not even sure. Because I can't tell by the names on YouTube, and there'll be no faces. I don't see any faces. Yeah. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but hello, Kenji. Welcome. Say good Wednesday evening. Peace and harmony be unto you and us all. Yes. Jay Fleck, welcome, says, I'm trying to manifest a date. Well, that's something that's not going to happen. Maybe I see you next lifetime. We're going to say Erykah Badu. I guess I'll see you next lifetime.
Yeah.
And another lifetime. Not this one. That's funny. Why? What you say? Right. What you say, Nico?
No, I was saying that's real because you know, it's always, you know, the next lifetime, you know, however they may unfold. But yeah, I mean, look, I'll say this though: you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so I can't even be mad at it.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Yep, you're right. That was cute. Did you have something you wanted to say, Lil Toxic?
No, just loving the conversation. Actually, y'all made me think of just the concept of, like, when you mentioned in the very, very beginning of the live about, like, forgiving the robbers and, like, just letting them go. And it made me think about how, for myself, there are certain parts of my life and my identity and the way that I see myself that I just haven't been willing to let go of. Because I know we're reading, oh Lord, now I can't remember the name. Feeling is a secret.
Feeling is a secret. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was like trying to remember. And I've been listening to it, and the first chapter is about the subconscious mind, which I truly didn't really relate to when people first start talking about the subconscious mind. In my mind, I'm like, no, like, it's all in my mind. Like, I can just, like, I don't need to dig deep into my subconscious to get the result that I want, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But what I do realize about the subconscious and how I connect it to the everyday is that I do recognize certain thought patterns that keep coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's things that I realize, like, oh, like, I might, you know, start thinking about, you know, family relationship and thinking, oh, that person just, you know, it just go on and on, you know what I mean? That type of thing. And so it's been a while. I used to let those thoughts just kind of run wild and just, like, let them kind of do their own thing and let them eventually simmer down and, you know, lose their, you know, just have the embers burn, just, like, kind of let it burn down, you know? But now I realize, like, oh, I'm actually choosing this by not actually taking control of that thought process or that thought pattern. I'm choosing what is the next interaction, the next experience. I'm thinking specifically about like a family member, like with that person. So it made me think like, well, that's what I think where I can kind of apply the thought of like the subconscious mind and like, how do you actually, because it will just run on autopilot if you don't do anything about it. Like it will just keep going. It's not going to stop until you actually like, I'm speaking for myself, until I actually pay attention to it, see it, and like, oh, no, that's not the life that I want. I don't want that life actually anymore.
Yeah, interrupt
It's been fun.
But that's the power of awareness, right? Interrupt that thought.
Yes, the power of awareness. Like I used to just think I should get into these really, depressive, episodes, not like serious depression, just like a mood, right? And because I would just let these thoughts like just keep going. And I would just not stop them. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what do I get out of this? I mean, I get the victimhood out of it, right? Obviously. But now that I see like, oh no, that's no. But what I realized is that the reason why I think I kept letting them keep going, like, yes. My friend said it. It's like a chicken with its head cut off, just running around.
That's my analogy. I like that. I've been using that analogy.
Perfect.
Yep.
Like it's just gonna run on autopilot. Like it's just gonna keep going. No thought. No thoughts going on upstairs. Nothing. Like I realized that the reason why I was choosing to let those thought patterns just like keep running is because I hadn't replaced it with anything yet. I still hadn't decided on what I actually wanted. Like I hadn't actually, and not to say that I didn't not that there weren't things that I want, but I didn't actually make a decision to move forward with that and like actually stand on those decisions. I'd be like, oh yeah, that'd be nice. Versus, no, this is what my life is now. Actually, like that part of my life is actually just different now. And I had never actually like grounded myself in it. So the whole concept of like letting them wander, like my thoughts just wander around, I realized I just wasn't digging deep enough into the life that I actually want for myself, and the relationships that I want.
Yes.
So I don't know. I just realized, I had to stop that thought. I had to stop a thought earlier today. I'm like, oh wow, like I was really digging deep into it. Give myself a whole bad mood. Give myself a whole bad mood over something ridiculous. But just in my mind, I'm like, oh, like I can actually. Oh no, actually no, we don't do that. No, this is a totally different. That's not what I want. In fact, because I know I have the power now to change that part of my life. Now I know by continuing to think this way, I'm actually choosing that life, and I don't want that.
I love it.
And so I feel it's starting to kind of finally seep in. So I hadn't really connected to like the concept of like talking about manifestation and subconscious mind, but I see now how it like affects my day-to-day life and my thoughts, So I still, as far as what it is and like how it works in the background, I'm still working on that. But
right. I mean, because it is one mind. They just talk about it like in two parts, just for illustration purposes, right? Just so you can understand from a creative mindset how it's all working together as one.
Absolutely. And there's so many things that like that I have let run on autopilot. Just off of a simple suggestion, right? The mind is like someone had said earlier. I don't know if it's the mind it's very it's very you can really suggest things to it quite easily, which is why kids are so impressionable, like.
And what I like what you're saying with this is that you recognize they are your thoughts, that they were thoughts you used to think and you're choosing not to think it, instead of saying, well, those are not my thoughts. Those thoughts aren't even mine. Those are intrusive thoughts. Those are intrusive thoughts. Where did those thoughts come from? How did those thoughts get there? As though you never thought them before. Like they just came up out the blue, out of nowhere.
It doesn't really matter where they came from, honestly.
But you're aware of it and you're thinking it. And you're entertaining it. Right? Yep.
That's exactly it. Because there are many things that people say to me. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you reject it. You're like, no.
People say things to me and I'm like, no.
No.
So it is something that at some point.
It's a choice. It's a choice. It's
Right.
always a choice. You're choose this day. You always have a choice.
Come on.
And if it's only you, that's the part I don't. If it's only you, then who else thoughts would it be?
Right.
If this is one is a
literally
one
your
player,
thoughts.
if it's a one player game, and the world is just reflecting you, you're introducing characters into your reality based on what? Your assumptions, your thoughts.
It's as simple as that.
It's so simple.
The way you think about yourself really does change how you behave. And the way that you behave affects how people react to you. Simple as that. It's a
so
cause and effect.
I say we're causing the effect, right?
100%.
We're the
100%.
cause of the
We're the
effects.
cause and the effect.
Right.
But
every effect is a result of our cause, right?
Exactly.
Right? Every effect is the external world, and it is what? A reflection of the inner.
Yeah.
As within, so
and it's
without.
going to be a what do they call it? A feedback loop.
Yeah.
Really. It's not versus cause and effect. It's a feedback loop. Whatever you think ends up being what you experience.
Mm-hmm.
What you experience ends up reinforcing what you think.
And that's why people think that the effect is the cause because of the feedback loop. But the moment you interrupt the loop, you circumvent or you cause a different feedback. But you got to interrupt it. Like you said, you have to notice that you're doing it. People aren't aware that they're doing it. So they can't stop it. They can't change it because it's just like you just said, it's on autopilot. It's like, but this is just, I just know this about myself.
Yep.
And I always been, well, you can know something different, but okay.
You can totally choose a different path. You can choose it.
People love to say that I know my body. I know my body. I just know that's the way I am. I've been doing this way all my life. Like as if they can't change. Right. So because people get stuck in that, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's because you haven't tried.
Right. No, you definitely can. I watch the dog training videos, even though I don't.
Oh, okay. So you most definitely can.
I've seen it. But yeah, no, it's just one of. I recognized at the moment. I'm like, oh, I'm going down a path. But this whole concept, like for example, I'm gonna say this and be quiet. Like the whole. So like winter here is so depressive. I don't know how it is in Chicago because you guys actually have like a lake and stuff like that. But here it gets super cloudy, so it's just cloudy all the time in the winter. So it's just dull. It's just so dull. So I was like, have to prepare myself mentally for the winter time because I'm like, I really enjoy, of course, being outside and all that. And it's just one of those situations where I'm like, oh my God, I just feel these like deep emotions where I'm like, oh my God, like I don't want to go anywhere, but I also want to be with my family, but I also want to be with my friends, but I also don't want to go anywhere. I just get into these loops, I really do. And it's like, it's cold as hell, Chicago, it's cold as hell in the winter. But I just realized that the way that I experience winter, right, is like so negative, right? I allow it to be this negative experience. And I've always said, I'm like, I travel, which I do. I travel in the winter to sunnier places.
Okay.
But regardless, for when I am still here, it's like I can actually choose to have a completely different experience. I don't need to like let the outside tell me or let my friends or let my family or let whomever dictate what my experience is going to be like. I can actually make it a full experience on my own. Mm-hmm. And not say that I'm like isolating or anything like that. I just mean to say like I can choose what I'm going to experience regardless of how I experience it.
Yeah.
I can choose what. I can choose that I want to have a really amazing time. It's going to be, full of making memories. It's going to be, all this fun stuff and all the winter shit, lights and shit, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, I have let it kind of fall by the wayside because I have been waiting for like the outside to kind of like push me into that mood and into that mindset. as opposed to just creating it myself. Like I've been very passive about it.
Okay. Okay.
So in my mind, I'm like, oh, like no, this is actually what I have chosen. It's not something that just is. It just the choices that I made, that made me. Because I could be outside and still feel upset and depressed, right? I could be outside doing whatever, having fun or being with people or whatever it is I'm doing, and still feel down, and still feel like, oh, this isn't, it's not like the commercials, it's not like the movies, like I can really dig into that regardless of the experience. So it's not an external issue here. It's an internal thing.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Love the honesty. Thank you. Thank you. Yep.
Oh yeah, no
Yep.
problem.
Yep. Just get outside and enjoy that daylight, girl. In the
Oh,
winter
yeah, that's
time.
why I
Just gotta
said
get more
summer.
than this, you get that 30, 40. That's almost like windbreaker weather up in these parts. You
Not
get
30
30
and 40. No, we get to 0 and below 0.
But then, okay, now it's time just to chill and get some hot chocolate and turn on the fireplace.
Yes,
But we
ma'am.
do get some nice weather during those months as well.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
will
It can be-
break
it can be
we
good.
will
The
be
snow can
break
be
the
really
30s and the 40s sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, yeah. I mean, it depends on what month we're talking about, but yeah, it gets pretty cold. I mean, you understand, like January and February gets cold, really, really cold here. But the holidays are usually relatively mild for winter. 25 degrees, 30 degrees. Which is mild for us for winter. we make it happen.
Yeah, yeah. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, we have Magnetic. Did you mean to come up, darling? If you did, you can unmute. Hello, how are you?
Yes, this time I meant to come up.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So I want to go back to the time. Like, I know time is an illusion and whatever. So when we went into the 21 days of silence, right before we did that, I really didn't know exactly what I wanted, right? So I got like synchronicities to like one day I was drinking and I was drinking and I was leaving from happy hour with my coworkers and something like just led me to drive, right? So I was driving and I was driving and whatever, and I went into a neighborhood and I seen this house that was on for sale and whatever, and I'm like, so I'm like, okay, well, this is something that I want. And during that time, okay, so the 21 days, I'm meditating on that house. I'm meditating on the house. I'm seeing myself in the house. I'm speaking it. I'm persisting or whatever. Come to find out, the house is sold. Okay. I did decide on the house. I didn't go back on the house. I didn't actually like think anything negative. I kept persisting, right? Even when I seen the house for sale, I was like, okay, whatever. And then I end up contacting my realtor and getting ready to, see if she can look into the house and whatever. Long story short, I wanted to say, like, okay, I didn't get the house, but I do want another house, and I fell in love with another house that I seen. So yes, it kind of like, oh, you gave yourself an option, but I was like, okay, well, whatever. The option is better than the other option, than the decision that I made. Right now, I'm in the point of saying, okay, timing, and I know I'm supposed to experience and be experienced, but like this time, it's like I'm kind of rushing it. It's like one of those things where it's a necessity right now. Like I need it now. I want it now. And I don't want no other option but that one.
Okay.
Back in my mind, I do fear that when I was persisting on that one house and I wasn't double-minded on that house, I didn't get it. And I do now, like, my thoughts keep sneaking in and saying, you didn't get the other one. Like, they sold it. What if somebody, and you don't have anything, it's and I'm changing my mind. I'm like, okay, well, that's not what I'm supposed to be worried about. Even when I went through the house, I touched the walls and I was like, I'm not worried about no credit, no nothing. This is my house. I think my anxiety kicks in when time seems to go on and and my circumstances kind of shows up to the point where you got to hurry up, girl.
Mm-hmm.
So what can I do in the midst of those things?
Remain faithful to the end. So here's the thing. So a lot of times because we think we know how something is going to play out, as soon as it doesn't present itself to us in a certain way, we start agreeing with the circumstance. And so what do we end up doing? Solidifying the circumstance, as opposed to ignoring the circumstances, which means that, oh, I don't care what the world says, is what I say. Because even though the house may have appeared to be sold, was it sold, or was it contingent? Was it pending, or it was definitely sold?
Definitely sold.
Okay.
To the point, because this house that I'm looking at now, it was out for sale, but it's sold, and now it's out for leasing. So the person that bought the house actually was like, well, I'm buying the house, but I can lease it. And I'm like, okay, that could have happened to the other one, but that actually didn't happen. So I was like, maybe I can look at it at the other one and see if that person actually bought it to lease it out, and then I can do the leasing. But it didn't happen. So it's actually sold.
Okay, so we're talking about two different houses.
Yes, I'm talking about two different houses. One house that actually I was led to. The first house I was led to kind of get into my mind that this is what you wanted during the 21 days. Remember, so we was on the 21 days. I really didn't know specifically what I wanted, what I was going to keep my mind on. So I guess this was the one that, okay, you want a house. Say that this is what you wanted. So that's what was leading me towards, this is your area. This is, because I found the same house. I found another house in the same zip code, in the same area, same school, everything. So I'm looking up. I know this is my place. I know this is my place. I know it's my place. I think the thing is, yes, circumstances. I'm not going to lie. Circumstances. It's like, okay, school about to start. So I'm like, okay, well, all right, go ahead and enroll your kids in the school. Okay, I started doing my application for enrolling the kids in school. So I'm doing it. I'm like, I know this mine. It's just the circumstances of like everything else, if you get what I mean. I don't want to keep going in deep into it.
Yeah, I get it. So are you enrolling the kids to make it so, or because it's so? Because that's different. Because it's different, right? If you're thinking, oh, I'm going to prove to myself that this is my house by enrolling the children in the school.
Both. Because I can say both, and I'm not going to lie. It could be both. It could be like, I know this is, but girl, prove yourself. Like, I think because for me, I'm like, I want to see it. I want to touch it. I want to grasp it. I want to know. For some reason, I have this thing of saying, I gotta touch it. I gotta feel it. I gotta have that sense. And sometimes it gets in the way of my manifestation because I'm like, I gotta feel it. I have to, because I'm doing this for 34 years. I've been doing the same way, like life, like as this, and like in order for you to know that it's yours, you have to touch it. And so I'm transforming from that to just, okay, I'm imagining it's already mine. I'm believing, I have the faith. And then I'm transforming from spiritual to this. It's like all those.
Well, why are you changing?
Like, I'm not changing. Well, because I went from Christianity, of course, like everyone else, into the spirituality. And spirituality is like, oh, you got to do the herbs. You got to talk to your ancestors. You got to do this. You got to do that.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Well, it's whatever works for people, right? Because the ancestors are you, so it's no separation. But I know people feel like, They need this external thing to solidify their belief. So there's
Right.
nothing wrong with that, right? It's
Yes.
you're giving, it's a crutch. You're giving yourself a permission. This thing is going to help me believe more. So that's okay. Because my
Right.
thing is,
So,
if that's how you manifest, why are you switching up? If your way of manifesting is touching it physically, it allows you to touch it mentally. So you went to the house, you felt it, you know what the walls
mhm,
feel like, you know what the railings feel like, and now every night you're going to sleep in the state that this is my house, right?
mhm.
Is that what we're doing? Or are we trying to figure out how to make it real?
Every night I'm going to sleep in the, because I've been inside the house, so like I already know how I want to decorate it. So in the mindset that I'm laying in the bed, the way the door is positioned, the way where I would sleep at, and where the
I guess my questions
direction.
is, have you released it to the point where you are allowing it to take form all on its own, or do you think you have to help it along?
Sometimes I do think I have to help it along. So it's like I'm going back and forth. Like I'm like, okay, I'm persisting on saying that it's already mine. I already have it.
Well,
I
that's
don't
why you don't
care.
see any growth. Because can you
Okay.
make a seed grow?
No. Correct. No, I cannot.
So the fact that you keep digging it up,
Mm-hmm.
because every time you go back and say, well, let me do this. Well, let me do this. You're telling yourself you don't have it. Every time you say, I must do this to make this happen, you're just communicating that it's not happening because I have to do something. You're
Right.
not
So that
saying
goes
it's a
back.
finished work. You're saying it's a work that needs help to be finished.
Correct. So that go back to the spirituality thought mindset,
Mm-hmm.
is that I have to touch something. I have to do, but and then so why I'm transitioning from that to this is because I'm standing alone. I want to be able to stand alone and not have to say I gotta do this. I have to do this. And I'm telling you, this is like I want to be able to be like, this is mine. This is what I said, and this is it, and let it go. The
But see, here's the thing.
spirituality.
Okay, so I don't. Okay, so I think we're talking about two different things. So
Mhm.
you think because someone told you, well, all I have to do is say a word, so I want to be that person too. I just want to be able to speak it, and that's it. And then somebody else will tell you, well, I have to I visualize, and another person says, okay,
Mhm.
well, I do vision boards, and another person says, well, I write it down. You know,
Mhm.
so none of it's wrong. Why are you making it wrong that you have to feel it? Why is that something that you're looking at this as something you shouldn't be doing?
Because for me, I feel like I'm still splitting myself into external. Like I'm still kind of holding myself something else accountable for what I supposed to be holding myself accountable for. If you get what I mean.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people manifest that way. A lot of people, they're like, I drove in the neighborhood and I saw it and I knew exactly what I wanted. And then I just imagined myself there. And even if the world told me no, I didn't agree to it. I said, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's mine. I don't know what's have to take place, but I've decided that it's mine and I'm going to keep the faith. I'm just going, and then something happens where it seemed like it was over. It seemed like it was an impossible thing, but it still happened. They still got exactly what they wanted. They didn't let circumstances dictate. They knew that their word was bond. That the world had to obey them, not that they had to obey the world. So that's what you have to decide. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You know, some people are like, I need to feel the car, so let me go test drive it. I need to, to imagine that I'm married. I'm gonna physically buy a ring, and then I'm gonna put it on my hand. I'm gonna put it on my wedding finger, my right. And I'm going to imagine, even though there's no man, there's no woman, this is what I'm gonna do because I need this external. There's nothing wrong with that
Okay.
if it works for you. Why would you change what works? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Correct. So that's why I was doing the schooling. That's why I was okay. I'm enrolling the kids in school. I'm gonna do this.
But you're
That's why I was
asking
doing
me as
that.
though like, is that okay?
No,
That
I'm not really asking because I'm really concerned about the timing, and I think that's the thing. And so like I'm really like time. It's like the longer it's longer, and then
God
it
knows no
closer to time.
time.
You know.
God knows no time. There's
Okay.
only a process, and no one knows the process. You leave that to your higher self. Your higher self have ways that you could never conceive of, and you're going to have to allow yourself to trust that. Right now, you're not trusting that the higher you knows exactly where to lead you. You're trying to make it so when it's already so. So
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with enrolling the children. No one's saying that's a wrong thing. You should be confident in that, though. That should not be like something that you have to challenge or to question. Because if you're purely doing it in faith, it doesn't matter what we think or say. If you're purely moving in, oh, I know this. Yeah, the kids are already in. I already enrolled them. Yeah, I'm just waiting on the keys. Yep, keys already in my hand. I got the moving truck. We already packed up. This is where they're going. I got school clothes. This is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no question here. I know this is a done deal. Can you say that within yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So then what's there to talk about? I don't understand the conversation.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, why are we having this conversation?
It's fear in me. I'm not gonna lie. It's fear. I'm not gonna lie.
What are you scared of? What are you scared? What are you scared of? Why are you scared? What you scared of?
Oh, just.
But that's how you dissipate fears, by confronting it, right?
Yes.
So, what are you afraid of?
I failed before. I failed at manifesting the things that I wanted before. Let me calm down because I was about to cry. Okay.
Yeah, but don't call it a failure. Call it an experience. There's no failure in love. No failure in God. There's only experiences.
Correct.
You don't know what you don't know. That's okay. Now you know. No failure.
Like coming from like everything, like right now, it's like
Yeah.
I'm ready to show my kids more. And I know we deserve it, and I know I have it. And I want to, I don't want them to be as scared as I am to get it and know that it's yours. And I'm trying to teach them and prove to them. And it's like, how can you teach them if you afraid?
Tell them it's okay to be afraid, but do it anyway. Right?
Yeah.
It's okay to be afraid, but do it. We all get fearful. Everyone on this panel has been afraid of something, been fearful of something, or scared they wasn't going to get something they asked for, or questioned, or whatever. Wondered why certain things happened, and then it didn't happen exactly the way they thought it was going to happen. Everyone has had that. I mean, that's part of the human experience. That's part of being human. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay you just don't let fear rule, right? You confront it and you do it anyway.
And then it kind of takes me back to when I was like in Christianity and looking for God. And I'm like, where is it? Outside of me. And then I found this and I'm like excited about it. And then it feel like when I feel like I abandoned myself.
Nope, that just means it's not the end of the story. That is something better. See, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man, which is the mind of man. The things that God has in store for them that walk upright before him. What does upright mean? You got to be careful what you're thinking. Upright means to think right, right? Yes. So it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be disappointed, but don't sin. Don't miss your aim. Don't miss your mark. Cry and say, I knew it's going to happen. I knew it's going to happen. I knew it. Decide what you want it to be, even in the moment of disappointment. Because we all go through it. And then we have to talk ourselves back down off the ledge. We have to talk ourselves back up. We have to hurry up and do the course correct. You just heard Latoxi saying it, right? You can find yourself in this loop, but the power's in the awareness. So, so be honest with yourself about, okay, what am I really thinking here? Like, because it ain't nobody there but you. So it's time for you to deal with you. When nobody else is around, when it's just you and your thoughts, what thoughts are you truly entertaining? And then forgive yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself mercy. Be easy with yourself. You got to beat yourself up. Everybody's been there. A just man falls 7 times. 7 is a spiritual number of perfection. I think it's a script. Is it James? Let patience have its perfect work, which means to be, not to wait. Patience means to persevere, to not give up, so that you can be complete and entire. So you do need perseverance. That's what we mean, persist. Don't give up. You right there. It's already done. Don't let the circumstances dictate your reality. You do. You got to talk to yourself. And you're like, that's not what I said. That's not what I said this is what it is. Talk to it. Change the story. Change the narrative. You're going down to the potter's house, Jeremiah, and you're seeing what's being made, and you don't like what's being made. I got to reshape it. I got to make it be what I want it to be. I got to see what's being made. I don't like what's being made here. Let's reshape this. Let's reform this. Let's remold this. We don't cast it away. We reshape it. And you just reshape it with with thoughts of love, of compassion for yourself, understanding for yourself.
Yes, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I know.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm not giving up. I have to prove I'm proving to myself, but I really want to show my kids this right here. So yes. I'm not gonna give up.
Yep. It's already done. We got
y'all gonna hear my testimony.
Yes, praise report. Praise report. I can dance all night. All night. I don't know if you was Pentecostal, but dance.
Oh yeah.
Dance all night.
They move them feet.
I know, right? No man be like, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love this live. I love y'all.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Good night, Felicia. Thank you for joining. Hello, Mr. Soggy Milk. Welcome all. Welcome. Love it. Thank you for sharing. Beautiful. Hello, Miss Kitty. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm tickled. And at the young woman before, just that left, because I know from experience how things will work out. And not to diminish what you're going through at all, not by one iota. I think, and I'm just speaking on what I've learned, is again, and we talk about it so much, it's the letting go. You have to let go. You got, it's like every twist and turn, you got your hands in it. And you just got to relax and just keep on living. And because I experienced something almost exactly what you're going through back in 1802 when I got married.
1802.
we were married. I was married, and we were looking for a place, and we found this perfect. We were looking to rent, to lease, and this place was perfect in terms of the layout, and it was just perfect. But on the inside, it was a mess. It was a mess. Oh, it was dirty. But my ex-husband had the vision, right? And so he had this big vision, but because I didn't share that vision, I let it pass. And he was furious, right? So, but the house passed. I let it go. I didn't follow up. So a year later, the house became available out the clear blue sky, because we kept on living. We didn't stay in his anger and frustration. And we just kept on going. We just kept on living. The house became available. It was still a mess. We moved in, we acquired it. And because he was very handy, him and a buddy of his went in there, tore that place up, put down brand new floors, painted. It was gorgeous when we finished. And it was and again, I didn't know what I was doing back then about the part of letting go, but it was in the gap that allowed the universe to coagulate all of the parts that were needed, all of the atoms, neurons, blah, 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 all the light particles to make it happen. So I'm tell that story because I just want to encourage you to know. And like, I was so glad when you finally said it, Toyia, you keep in mind your desire, but you're so set on what exactly you want and not within yourself allowing the realm of this or something better to expand into your experience. Because what if the people that are in the house, what if that was their dream house? And so they're experiencing it as that. Well, then that means that the supreme, the divine supreme, the universe has not forgotten you or your desire, because that's impossible. So now what's happening in the gap and where we can't see, in the unseen, is your perfect, that you can't even imagine, experience is forming, and it's going to outpicture for you. You just have to remain encouraged and just really forget about it and allow it to happen. Keep on living. Just keep on living. Living your life, have your experiences, and allow there's some kind of law, right? The law of allowing or whatever, I don't know. But that you just relax, and you're going to look back. Listen, I promise you're going to look back and say, I remember that time when I was on Prosperous with Toyia, and I was weeping. I didn't know if it was going to work out for me because I wanted it for my kids. And I did. But then I just finally let go. And look at this place that we're living in now. I can't believe it. I had no idea that something this phenomenal was on its way. They told me, but I couldn't hardly believe it because I wanted what I wanted. And when I finally was able to just let go, just by circumstance, I had to let go because the house didn't manifest. And then looked up, and now I'm in this wonderful place that I love, that I just couldn't imagine. So you just really have to relax. And it's easier said than done, but it takes practice. And you just practice and practice and practice. Stay with that. Stay with the idea that you trust the universe, that the divine you it has got your back. It's never going to let you go. It never says no. Yeah. And this or something better. It's true. This or something better. And the something better will astound you. You just have to stop digging up the seed, plant it, water it, and just let it grow. The sun is going to nourish it. The rain is going to get it. And I promise you, you know, my eyes are watering because I feel your frustration. But I promise you, something, either that house is going to manifest or something better. And you have to just trust in that and stand steadfast in that and keep revising and reminding yourself when you feel the angst coming up. Nope, I'm not. Like Toyia has told us over the past, been emphasizing over the past few days. I've changed I've changed my thinking. I have changed my thinking. I've changed my thought process about this. I'm not going to fret about this anymore. Your children they know that you're a phenomenal mom. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't have to demonstrate that particular house. Not to say that that's not the house for you. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, be open. That particular house, honey, through the grace of God, you got many more years, many more experiences with your babies. They see who you are. Mm-hmm. They know you're a dynamic force. Yes. So just trust, relax. Just relax. Just relax. Really, just relax. It's going to be okay. It really is. And then the reason why I came up is because I don't understand the loop. When you're talking about the loop, I wanted to know when Latoxi was talking, the question came up for me. Exactly, what's the loop? So that's what I came up to get some clarity on. But I just wanted to share that.
So it's just like when you're thinking in a certain way, especially if it's an unwanted belief. Mm-hmm. And then you experience the unwanted belief, and then you have the unwanted belief. So it's the loop, right? So I think of scarcity, right? I don't think I have enough money. Do you have an experience that dictates to you that you don't have enough money? See, I know I don't have enough money, and then you can continue to think I don't have enough money, and then you have an experience to prove to you, yeah, you're right. You don't have enough money. You keep thinking that's the loop until you interrupt it and say, I need a different experience.
Right.
I actually want to experience an overflow, and I always have enough money. Not barely enough, not eking out, I'm living. No, the cup runs over. I want to be in a state where the money flows effortlessly, continuously, all the days of my life. So what I have to do, I have to interrupt that mindset. And even if I have the experience of what appears to be lack, I have to not agree with it.
Okay, I got it. So it's again like the thing with the whatever your desire is. Mm-hmm. You tell yourself it's not happening when you haven't given it a chance to happen.
That part.
So then you tell yourself it's not happening, so it's not going to happen because you keep telling yourself.
So that's the loop. That's the loop.
That's the loop.
That's the loop.
Got it. That's the loop. All right, got it. Okay,
like Kevin said, the old programming. Yeah. So now Kevin said he wants to say one thing, and then we'll go to Donna after that. Thank you, Donna, for your patience. Go ahead, Kevin. Hold on, Donna. Kevin wants to say something, I think, to Magnetic.
Yes. What she is referring to, I have been through multiple times. The very first house I ever bought, I think I was 20 years old. It was right around $45,000, which seemed like it might as well have been $450,000 because I'd had no money, no established credit, no down payment. I had everything that I thought to be against me from buying that home. I gave attention to. Meaning, I felt there was no reason, personally, I felt there was no reason why I could get that home. On paper, it absolutely did not make sense. So what I did to reprogram, to get rid of, to overcome the negativity that I had at that moment, I hung my hat on one scripture, and if it didn't happen, it was not going to be my fault. It was going to be God's fault. And I know God has to keep his word. When God has to keep his word, it's no longer about me. The burden of proof is on him. So I put in the chat Galatians 6 and 9. It said, let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not, meaning if we don't give up. Being not weary in well-doing is controlling your thoughts. That's the work. That's the only work. Is not giving in to the negative thoughts or giving in to not having what you desire to have. That's where I first was introduced to the scripture, Numbers 23 and 19. For God is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. For have he spoken it, shall he not make it good? And I hung all of my attention, all of my belief on that scripture. So if there was any failure, it wasn't going to be in me. It was going to be in God showing me that he can fail, which I knew was impossible. Mm-hmm. I knew that was impossible. So guess what happened about the house? I got the house. Someone called me out the blue air the day before closing. I was supposed to bring something like $2,700 to the closing, and that was $2,700 more than I had. And called and told me they heard through a third-party source or whatever that I was trying to buy a house and that I needed $2,700, and they were giving that to me. Coincidence? I think not. God has to be true to his word. Has to be. Cannot do otherwise. There's no failure in God. And he can't fail you. Matter of fact, Malachi says, prove me. Test me. See, won't I do it? While the Christians say, won't he do it?
Right.
I guess that's where it came from.
Yep. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Kevin. Appreciate you.
Welcome.
Yes, yes, yes. So welcome everyone on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, share because you care. Make sure to comment in the chat. Hello, Donna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I am enjoying this. I just wanted to come and say that a lot of times we asked, we don't have because we don't ask. And then you gotta know that he said that knock and the door shall be open, seek and you shall find, right? So if you're seeking something, you can't doubt it, because doubt means that you don't believe it's gonna happen. So the opposite of doubt is what? Faith, right? Yeah. Mark 11:24, there's faith. So it's the hope, when the evidence will be shown through your faith. So you gotta have faith. You cannot have doubt. Doubt means you're hesitant about it. Doubt means you're uncertain about it. That means you're questioning the truth. That means you're questioning your maker, your higher power. So he wants to know that you have faith. So he tests us. The devil tries us, but he tests us. And you can have anything you want through manifesting it. Fasting and praying does a lot. I'm here to tell you from experience, fasting and praying does a lot when it comes to manifesting. So set your fears to the side. He says, fear not. Set your fears to the side. So a man thinketh he is. Believe it. Speak it into existence. Encourage your own self. Ask God to help your unbelief, and he will help you. He will give you signs. Pay attention to the signs, your angel numbers, your animals, your just different signs, and he'll show you, and he'll give it to you. All you got to do is to reach out to him and go into your temple, where your temple is right up here in your head. You got a temple on this side, a temple on, that's the temple, baby. God is not outside of you. He doesn't exist outside of you.
Yes.
Your God is inside of you.
Yes.
You got your lower self and your high self, your heaven and your hell. It's all in what you make it. You can have your heaven on earth. Why would you live in hell and then die and go to hell? My people perish for lack of knowledge. So sometimes we got to unlearn some stuff so we can relearn the truth, because we've been lied to. That's where all the confusion is. And God is not of confusion. So that's my take on it. I appreciate everything you guys have said. I'm enjoying this. And Miss Ma'am, I'm glad you got this going on, because it's manifestation time. It really is.
It really is. It really is. Yes.
Because we are the chosen children of God, and we got to know that. Quit doubting yourself. That's all. You can drop me down.
Oh, love it, love it, love it. Thank you for the words of inspiration. Love it. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Beautiful, beautiful. Love the words of encouragement. Yes, yes, yes. You can have whatever you desire. You can have whatever you like. Just gotta remain faithful to the end.
Can I share a quick manifest? This is something that just recently happened. Oh, sorry, I don't want to cut in front of the artist, so feel free, the artist. This can wait.
Oh, okay.
I forgot.
Go ahead, please.
I'm sorry. This is really quick. Long story short, I really wanted to. I was having my friends over more in my apartment because we were watching Love Island.
Love Island. I never got into that one. You say it's intense. You said it's intense.
That's an intense, because they put a new episode out almost every day of the week, and they're hour-long episodes. Like this is no joke. Anyway, so I was not prepared, but anyway. So I was having more friends over. I have relative. This apartment is big enough for one person, but it's relatively small. So I wanted to get a love seat. I have a couch and I have like a lazy boy, and some chairs and stuff. But I wanted to get a love seat, and I just really was like, I really want a love seat. I really want, but I wasn't really like thinking too deeply about it. And someone at work was like, "Hey, we're giving away this love seat."
Let's go.
So my brother and I, he helped me pick it up, and he and my dad, moved into my apartment or whatever. And it was just completely free. It was just like one of those things where it's just like, it just happened so fast though. Like maybe a week. I wasn't really keeping track.
Right.
But it did happen quite fast, and I was like, wow. Now I can invite people over and feel, like I have enough seating room and everything like that, and whatever. So anyway, that's a small thing, but it just happened real fast, and I wasn't thinking too deeply about it. And I was just thinking about magnetic, like the things that she's talking about, and it made me think like the small things have helped me have more faith for the big things. Like, it just helped. It's helped me like practice. Obviously, I didn't actually consciously manifest this love seat. It did just happen. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm gonna manifest a love seat. But it did kind of just make its way to me, after I kind of knew what it was that I wanted on a high level. And it's like I am finding that I'm having more confidence for the big things, because I'm doing the little small things. Like I've manifested that my manager reschedule our meetings like multiple times.
Yeah. I remember you were talking about that.
It's so funny to me, because she's, it's So these little things.
Yeah. It's just like with us before you go, the artist, like we want repeat customers for my husband. He built his wood products, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you think it's going to be certain people because they're like, oh yes, I'm going to come out, right? But it's never how you think it's going to be. But we have 2 repeat customers. They keep, like he's built 2 mobile. It's this couple. They do they have a mobile bar. I guess they're they do mixed drinks and what have you. They even said they got booked for President, for the Obama Center. They're like, we're getting so much business. So we're probably going to need another one. So they already bought 2 from us. And then it's this other lady. She's actually in Ohio. And she's a repeat customer. So it's like we're building up, and it's like it's such at a great pace that, because my husband works full time, it's like whenever he has like a little downtime, we get another order. Right? It's like it's happening just like it's supposed to, where he can get a little time to breathe, and then we get another order. Then he get a little time to breathe, because you don't want to be doing too much. That's why I haven't gotten a website yet, because I don't want it to become this overwhelming where we have to meet all of these type of orders. I want it to be paced out where he's not overwhelmed, because I had a full-time job. So, but thank you for sharing. I love it. I love it. Yep. Like,
Yeah.
and the thing is, it didn't come right away, but we didn't worry about it, right? We said what we wanted, and then we let it play itself out.
Yeah.
And it came exactly when it's supposed to, and it's the right type of repeat customers.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this actually just made me think of just one last thing, that I have been manifesting that the coral reefs will be healed. Because in my mind, I just remember those pictures as a kid when the coral reefs were so like beautiful and pretty and just like so bright and colorful. And I got an ad a few days ago where they were like, "Hey, this is how we're healing the coral reefs. Like, we're breaking them up and like planting them in different ways so that they kind of grow bigger, and then we're putting them back in the ocean." And so I was like, you know what? This is real for real.
I know, right? I love it. I love it. Oh, it is. It's real for real. This shit is real. It's real.
It really is. Like, people are actually doing it. They're healing the coral reefs. Like,
and all you had to do was just, Yeah,
I'm like, no, this is what I want. I want the coral reefs to be bright and beautiful again.
Yes, love it.
So,
love
anyway.
it. Love it. All right, the artist, you're up. How are you? Welcome,
Hey.
welcome. Hey.
Thank you. I'm good. How are you feeling?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good. I had put in the chat too. I know y'all don't need for nothing because you're rich and abundant and everything is always working out for you. But I did work in the military with Habitat for Humanity. So if y'all need something, you get some extra orders and you need some hands, just let me know. I'll be bored sometimes.
Oh,
Because I'm rich and retired.
I know, rich and retired. So. Yes, I love it. Love it.
But yeah, I kind of wanted to touch on what Kevin was saying, how that was exciting when he said that. He said, he put it in God's hands, and it's like, now if you don't do it, then it ain't on me. That's like, I wipe my hands of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just that simple. It's like what God can't do, what? It just can't be done. And God says, I'm a God of all things. I can do it all type of thing. So I really love that he has said that. And yeah, man, like that gives you a whole different perspective of it ain't even my battle to fight. Like, it's just to make the decision and to be like, as a daddy's girl, daddy said, pick out anything I want. Daddy said I can have anything I desire. All I got to do is just tell him, make the list, tell him, speak it. And then daddy going to go to the store, going to go to the place, going to put the people together, and daddy's going to make it happen. And that's the thing. Like, I tell people all the time, because I don't have my two fathers. I know I told y'all, I have two dads that I can literally call dad, but I never really felt like I had a father, and that was cool. It was cool. Like, I've gotten to a point now at the age of 36. So I'm like, maybe the reason why is because I would have put a lot of expectation into them and would not have looked into myself and really said, you know what, what's really to this? And, found out that, my higher self is my daddy. You know what I'm saying? My higher self is that part of me that will give me anything that I desire, will show up for me in times of need, will reassure me that I can have all things, and then show up and give it to me in the most abundantly beautiful ways. So that was just me. I manifested that life for me maybe before I got here. But, it's been one of those things where it's like, man, I really can't rest in the knowing that Sky Daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as they call it, Sky Daddy got me. It's
I don't know about no Sky Daddy, but okay.
What do they call it? Is it satire or what is it?
Yeah, Sky Daddy is what I call the God of Christianity, of the Abrahamic faiths. They all think God's sitting up there somewhere. Like, he sit high and he look low. They think they think he's in third heaven somewhere. I don't know where he is. He playing peekaboo. Playing hide and seek. You there? We can't hear you if you're speaking.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Sorry, one of my alarms went off.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just wanted to kind of touch on that. You know, I always touch and agree. One of the things that I've learned to do is just to mentally detox. I know it's as simple as making a decision, but when I realized that my thoughts started to kind of like waver, or things that I was saying or speaking were coming from a part of me that I'm like, all right, this is just a rehearsed thought. I was like, all right, I guess it's time to detox. You know, with anything, if you start to get addicted to the negative thoughts that keep coming into your mind, and you haven't gotten to a point where you could say, nah, those thoughts don't come to me. You know, sometimes it's okay to detox. It's okay to say, today, I'm really just taking time to rest. I'm taking time to, when I tell you I slept a good majority of the day, I slept a good majority of the day. Not even because I was tired, but just because I wanted to turn off those repeat thoughts so that when I woke up, my first intention was, all right, now the only thing that comes into our mind are things that we desire, things that make us feel happy, things that make us feel good, you know, conversations that matter. Um, and just, you know, that reset, you know, like you say, sometimes it's not just about rewriting. I'm learning that it's just a reset. It happens with TikTok every few days. You got to reset. You get what I'm saying? With anything, sometimes with relationships, you have to just reset. I don't have to sit here and look at the way I look at you the way that I looked at you yesterday. I can choose a different way to look at you, but I have to reset. Got to remind myself right now, this is a totally different person that I'm talking to. How I'm viewing you is a totally different way than I've been viewing you. But I gotta detox those bad thoughts or those repetitive thoughts from the past. And I'm learning that it's helping my relationships, even with my mom. Like, she said something to me that I thought was crazy. I was like, she just said something to me that sounded like she was really condoning and okay with me being gay. And I have never, ever in my whole life had my mother on my side when it came to that. But I had already rewritten her in my script as someone who was supportive, no matter what I deal with, no matter relationships and stuff. Me just opening up and being vulnerable, she's going to be that person. She is that person that's going to accept me and love me and treat me like a mother should treat me. And it happened. And I was like, oh my God, did she really just vouch for me? Did she really just give me relationship advice?
All right.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
All right. All right. Love it.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't really have too much to say. Like I say, my manifestations, I see them come to life all the time, to the point now where it's like the little stuff, the big stuff. It's just all stuff at this point. I was just thankful that I'm in a position, like, you know, I think it was Miss Donna said, where it's that time to manifest. Like, if there's no better time than now, like, we all are really, those of us that get it, we know, we understand
We
it.
don't have
like,
no excuse, right? We don't have any excuse. You know, you really do have to crowd out the noise of the naysayers. And like, we have too many examples of people from all walks of life living the life of their dreams, of their desires, right? And it's like, well, this law is no respect of persons. So what the law would do for another, the law would do for you, right? You open yourself up to say, yes, I can have that too. Yes, that's for me. You know, like Reverend Ike would say, that's for me. You see somebody with a lifestyle that you want, a car you want to drive, a house you want to live in, you should be inspired by them, because you know, if the law worked for them, is no respect of persons, it will definitely work for you. You just have to open up your heart and your mind and your consciousness and your conviction and receive it. Receive it. And that's why a lot of times it does matter what you give your attention to, what you're consuming. That is your diet. The fast is what you withdraw from. The feast is what you consume. So do you consume things that inspire you to greatness, that inspire you to possibility? Or are you feasting upon the negativity? Are you feasting upon the impossibility? Are you feasting on what this happened to this person? This always happening to these people, and why this always happening? And I can't believe, and things just holding us back, and this is just so impossible. And oh, did you see what happened to someone so yes? And did you see what happened? Or are you saying, oh my goodness, y'all seen these beautiful houses? Like today, you know, the Tyson was talking about the Love Island. I love Real Housewives of, the Real Housewives franchise. And people be like, that's so dramatic. Well, that's the only drama I'm gonna get because that's the only drama I'm gonna get. The drama I see on TV. But I like it because they are inspirational Black women. A lot of the Black women, right? They living their life out loud, and maybe in front of the world, but they have their beautiful homes. Some of them have amazing careers, right? Whatever it is they see for themselves. But that's what I watch it for, the inspiration of the lifestyle, right? That we're seeing ourselves in real time, people not being held down by the circumstances or the different constructs of life that will say, oh, you can't have that, or oh, this is only set aside for a certain amount of people, right? No, it's telling you if you want to be famous, anybody can be, right? We live in a time where everybody's a star. If you decide you're a star, it's not as difficult as it was 20, 30, 40 years ago to be famous. We live in a time, if you can build yourself up a following, baby, you a star in your own reality.
Can I say something? Can I say something quick?
Go ahead.
It's crazy that you say that, because I had this couple, right, that I was following on social media, and I had always said, like, you know what, I kind of want to go into their room one day and just chop it up with them. When I tell you, it was like only a few of us, like last night, I think it was the night before last, only a few of us in the chat, and that same couple I was chopping it up with like we was homies. I kid you not. And I had always had this dream when I was younger, like, man, I'm so inspired by them. And then I'm sitting there in the same room doing that thing that I had been intentional about.
Mhm.
The second thing that happened, I love me some Brat and Judy, okay? Brat from the Shy, that's my girl.
Who?
Always been a fan. The Brat.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
Yes. So a couple of years ago, they had started launching their brand. And I was like, oh my God, it would be so great if they would just come to Chicago. Like, if they can come to Chicago, I just want to go. I just want to see it. I want to shake hands. I was like, but I don't want to pay no money to do it. I don't want to pay no VIP, nothing. Honey, they came to, I think it was Hyde Park CVS, and was promoting that brand. And when I tell you, I got about 80,000 pictures of us just sitting there, chopping it up, laughing. And these are people who, at one point, I thought I could never be in the same room as.
Mhm.
But when I started making music and I started putting myself out there, it became easier for me to sit in those rooms. And now I don't have to even make the music. I'm just sitting in those rooms.
Yes, love it.
So it's like, this stuff gets real, and it gets fun. It gets fun and it's real.
Yes.
I'm done.
Oh, no, you're good. So I wanted to see, so the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they're the franchise that's on now. And so Shamia showed her house. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, she's talking about a beautiful, like, she's really living the housewife life, right? The housewives have kind of moved away from people actually being married, and it's more about you just being able to have a platform and have a following. But Shamia is one of those that actually have the lifestyle where she's married to someone who's providing, like, not to say that she's not doing her own thing, but she doesn't have to work outside her home, even if she does have her own thing. And I'm talking about, that house is just so beautiful, so amazing. She's saying, they bought the house, but they said former presidents have stayed at the home they purchased, dignitaries or what have you. And I just like to see that type of lifestyle, right? You just want to, like, immerse, especially if that's something you looking to obtaining in your reality. I like when Reverend Ike said, the thing that you want, you should be fascinated with, right? Because we have so many things that can gain our attention. Why wouldn't we put our attention on things that inspire us, right? Why would you give your attention to things that's going to make you feel less than, or put you down, or remind you of the different constructs that try to remind you of the color of your skin, or lack of education, or not having a certain type of bank account? Why would you feed your mind with that type of imagery when you have so many options? You have so many options that to gain your attention. Why wouldn't you put your attention on a life that inspires you? That's just me. That's just how I'm thinking. I'm just like, I'm going to be very intentional about what so a lot of the stuff I watch is all about money, money, money. And I know people they're like, oh, it's not about the money. But in this reality, it is, baby. In this reality, not that money is your God, not that money, it has its place, it has its purpose, it's a tool. As long as you're in right relationship with it, you know that, you put it in its right place, you can have as much as you want, right? Like, it's infinite abundance. Like, I'm like, we print money every day, and if the currency of the day takes on a different form, it doesn't matter what form it'll have. You should know you'll always have more than enough, regardless of what form. Right now, we know it's mostly digital, right? It's just numbers on the screen. But you can decide you want to have as many numbers with commas and commas and commas on screen. Right? So if you know that, because most people do desire to be at ease in a comfortable state when it comes to a certain lifestyle that they want. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to embody that. And we see how easily people talk about money now, right? At one time, money used to be kind of like a taboo thing. People wasn't so free about. But to me, people that normally have to tell you, what their annual salary is, how much they made in a day, how much they made in 8 months, none of my business. I mean, unless you about to pay something for me, or you about to pay a bill, you about to pay off something, how much you make annually, monthly, daily, really ain't got nothing to do with me. That's a you thing. The only thing I can say is that, yes, all things are possible. If you keep speaking it and you keep believing it, and you want to believe that you make $500,000 a day, say it enough, embody it enough, it'll become your reality, right? Because there's nothing too hard to the infinite, to the I am, to the God of all flesh. There is nothing impossible to me, right? And we don't have a say-so in who can realize their reality. Just encourage people to continue to dream that dream, because that dream ends up becoming a reality. So really ask yourself, what do you want? See yourself with it, give it to yourself. That's
so true.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say so true. And I think one of the things that I overcame was judging myself for wanting that. Because sometimes we'll judge ourselves like, oh, I shouldn't. It's like, oh, but why not? Why can't I have a mansion on 1,000 hills? You get what I'm saying? Why can't I have all the cattle in the world? What do you mean? Stop it. I deserve that. I deserve it.
We came here for the expansion. And expansion is infinite. Right?
Yes.
You just gotta you gotta write yourself the permission slip. I grant myself of this. If that's what you need to physically do in order to convince yourself you can have something, then do it. Do whatever is necessary for yourself. Right? The only thing I caution, don't do nothing in desperation. Don't ever do anything in desperation. That's all I caution. Because usually when you do things without in desperation, it generally doesn't turn out well, right? Because usually when you do something in desperation, you're putting your trust in someone else's hands, and your trust only needs to be in God's hands. And where is God? Within you. So you don't need to trust anyone else with your vision. You don't need to trust anyone else with your money. You don't need to trust anyone else with any. Just be still. The script tells you to be still. It don't tell you to run over here and to run over there. It tells you to be still and know. Stand still and see the salvation. Where are you seeing it? In here. Because what you see in here, you will see out there. It's a projection. Everything that's going on out there had to first be going on in here. So that's the only way out there changes. Out there only changes because in here changed. If in here didn't change, out there will remain the same. But you got to allow out there to catch up. That's the part people get tripped up on. Go ahead, Miss Kitty.
I just wanted to say we have to, and I've used this term before, I learned to stop terrorizing myself in my mind. But,
I love that.
Having all these doubts and anxiety and fear, and it's only your voice that you're hearing.
Yeah.
So just got to stop doing that and just relax and be still and know, because that's how the receptivity increases, and it really just comes back to letting go. That we've talked about that that's when things happen. That's when we really, especially when we didn't know. Yeah. Again, we talk about that a lot. Well, when we didn't know, you put it out there, you forget about it, you go on about your life, you go on about your day, you go on about your week, months, years, and next thing you know, what you wanted happened. You forgot that you even wanted it.
Because Neville Goddard would call it detaching from the old state or the outcome.
Yes.
Because the outcome is sure, so you don't have to worry about it.
You really don't have to. I remember I had this fabulous apartment. It was like a condo it was on the second floor, and then on the bottom, it was just one bedroom. And then on the second floor, my apartment was like a condo. I had 2 floors, and it was a gorgeous view. And we used to, before I got divorced, we used to drive down this street in Houston, McGregor, North and South McGregor. And we used to drive down this street, and I think it was North. Yeah, it was North McGregor. And when we would pass these apartments, I'd just be relaxed in the car, and I would look at those apartments and think to myself, God, those apartments are so nice. I would love to live there. Wouldn't think about it because I was married, living my married life. But every time when I look back, every time we would drive by there, I would just be relaxed in the car as a passenger and look at those apartments and just kind of salivate over it. After I got my divorce, after we separated and divorced, I ended up moving into those apartments. It's like everything. I don't remember how it happened, but and lived on the side where I had the gorgeous view. And like I said, and like was living in like a little condo. But I never stressed about it, never fret about it. Just every time we would pass them, I would just put out the feeling of how much I loved those apartments. And that was it.
That's it.
Nothing around it, nothing above it, over it, under it, no anxiety. And I ended up lived there for I think 3 or 4 years, one of the best years of my life. Loved that place.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to also chip in on what the artist was talking about, the just deciding to do something to be going back to sleep. And I do that oftentimes. Sometimes if I wake up and I'm in a I'm not in a good place, I go back to sleep. We not starting the day like this. So get up, use the bathroom, and I'm going back to sleep. I remember like one time you talked about it. I don't think you were in any state though, but you were saying that you just spent the day watching feel-good movies. We just have to consciously distract ourselves sometimes. But this I want to say it again because I want people to remember, don't terrorize yourself in your thoughts. With the doubt and with the fear and with the angst. And like you said, it's going to happen, but you just have to remember, you have to remind yourself that, I'm thinking a new way.
Yeah.
I got new feelings, and the chicken is going to stop running eventually and flop over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's what's going to happen with your new mindset. The old mindset is going to jump up sometimes, and you just have to say, I remember when, but now I know. And who just said retired rich? That's what I am.
The artist, yes,
okay.
yes.
And is. And am.
Yeah, so that's all I wanted
Love
to say.
it, love it, love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Hello, Divinely Honest. Hello, I am Janae. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to everyone on YouTube. Welcome. Hey, hey, Mia. Hello, everyone in the chat on TikTok as well. Yep. That made me think of the script that says take no thought. And that again is just telling you, don't worry about the how.
That's
Who
right.
by thinking can add any cubits to their stature? You don't make anything happen. That's all it's telling you. So why worry about it? You can't make it so, because why? It's already so. It's already so. Hello, Mia. She made it. She made it.
I made it to class.
Howdy,
made it.
howdy, howdy.
Whew, hi, I am manifesting an easy day tomorrow.
I love it. Yes.
Because my car is trying to play with me. So after work today, I've been dealing with that. But yes, so Manifestation Wednesday. Things have been going great. You know me, I'm always practicing my manifestation. And trying to be in control of my thoughts. And it's like a little game to me. And this has been an amazing, amazing couple of weeks with that. And I think it's just awesome. I have kind of like my first intern in the clinical setting since I've been back in the clinical setting. And I'm so excited, but the old me would have been very overwhelmed and anxious about it. So
when you gonna get married? When you gonna get your husband?
Go ahead. They dropped. I dropped them. He loved you. He loved you, Mia. He loved you. He wants you to be his wife.
That's like when you're in kindergarten.
Yeah.
The little boy always be hitting you and punching you because he like you.
Yeah.
when I was in kindergarten, I hit back.
I'm just saying. It's a good example. He like you.
Well, right.
So I have my intern. It's really exciting. And I'm just excited because I'm not overwhelmed and I'm not doubting myself and I don't have that imposter crap that people be talking about because it doesn't exist, because all that is you just self-sabotaging, you being your own hater, you manifesting not being your best, and that's just ridiculous, right? So things have just been great, and it's all because of me. And you really have to think about it like that. Like your life is great because of you, and because of how you're thinking about the world. So when I think positively, when I think about my strengths, and when I think more about myself, and I'm not really trying to worry about the people, the thinkers out there, and I'm really focusing on me, things are just amazing. And I don't get sidetracked. I don't start having those hater thoughts that keep coming in there. And things are amazing. So, I really love to do the science of it all and just to play with it. Like, yeah, it's me, and to me, that gives me, of course, this thing is about not having control of the how, but you do have control over your mind and how you think. So if you want to have control over something, there you go. So it's just kind of fun making sure that I keep my mind stayed on Jesus. What's the church song? I woke up this morning with my mind stayed. So I'm just trying to stay on track of what I want. And I've been doing a lot of just kind of feeling, with manifestation, just kind of being in the moment in that dream and just feeling what it feels like to have what you want. And I'm really good at that, because, when you get in your thoughts, you mess around and drive and start thinking about something, you get mad, right? I'll piss myself off a lot. So I know how to get in the feeling. I know how to feel, right? I know how to do what Neville says do. I know how to do it. I know how to think about my mama and cry. I know how to think about my ex-husband and want to ball my fists up. So I know how to get there. I just need to know how to do it
with all the things I want and I desire, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have the tools, we know how to do it. We just don't know how to do it not against ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we do. I do. I won't say that, but I think it just takes practice and awareness.
Yep.
And I think that that's one of the things that is a struggle, can be a struggle for some going through this process. I know for me is, you know, I've always been a little self-aware, and that is something that people tell me a lot, like, wow, you're really self-aware. And that's a compliment. But I think that it's very important to be self-aware so that you can heal, you can get out of being a victim. Because I always say that, you know, the same thing keeps happening to you because you're the same.
Yep.
So
great way to put it. That's it.
You're the same character. You better change the character if you want a different outcome. So, you know, I have to make sure that I'm different in the ways that I want to be better. And that I love myself for the things that I am. And not even pay attention to those things. There aren't things that I don't love about myself. Don't focus on those things. So yeah, I think manifestation has been really easy, just doing that and not just making it so hard, not really just making it something that is so unattainable and thinking of it as some, oh, I'm going to manifest $1 million and boom right now, and just take it for what it is and really learn how to do it and be in control of your mind. So life has been good. And I already said tomorrow's going to be an easy day.
Yep. Because life compounds upon itself, right? When they talk about compounded interest, right?
Yes.
It's doing it and being it even in the days when it seems like you're in the wilderness. And what's the wilderness? When it seems like there's no movement, there's no motion, nothing is happening. You're experiencing the same old thing, right? That's what the Israelites were doing. They were like, hold up, what's going on here? We just out here in no man's land. And we just getting the bare minimum. We just getting what we need. What the hell? I don't even like this. Can we go back to slavery? I want to go back to captivity. I don't like this. Because I don't like this uncertainty. At least with captivity, I knew what the day was going to be like.
Yes.
But this is, I can't store up nothing. I can't hold nothing over to me. I got to wait till tomorrow to get what I need for tomorrow. Who the hell do that? You don't do that. We want to save it. We want to make sure.
I don't know why people want to know so much. Why do you want to know so much? I mean, after, like, you almost have to live like a child and be and trust that all of your needs are going to be met. I don't care how it's going to happen. It's going to be all right. I'm going to be taken care of. It's all good. I'm just going to focus on myself. I was looking at one of my babies today at work. A little boy, he's new and he's 2. And he's walking around. He hums all day. He's just singing to himself, little Mickey Mouse Club. And he's just singing to himself. And he doesn't talk yet, but he sings and hums. But he doesn't talk or anything. He's just in la la land, having looking through drawers, seeing what he could play with. I'm like, he don't give a damn about us. He is in heaven. And he barely responds to his name. He is so detached and in heaven. So it's just kind of being there. You know, I go to heaven before I go to sleep every night. I'm just in a dream world and I just daydream. So just kind of being there. And just, I love daydreaming. It's so fun. I can't wait to go to bed and just start thinking about all my desires as I fall asleep. You know, I look forward to it. So yeah.
That's beautiful. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Listen, my grandson do the same thing. He be humming when he be on his iPad and stuff, or he's watching TV, or sometimes he's in the shower.
My dad does it too.
He be in the shower. He's 8. He be in the shower. I be like, what's that you humming? That's Roblox, or that's something, you know, some game or some TV show.
My dad's 73 and he does it. He's home when they eat too. They be eating.
Okay, whatever. Love it. So, you know, that happiness, right? At peace, when you just be humming through life. It's like no cares in the world. Love it, you know? So, yeah, that's, like I said, that's a practice. You guys got to be good to yourself. I'll be good to you because I love you.
That's it. We haven't had a song in a while.
To you. Shaka Khan. But you got to tell yourself, I'll be good to you. Sing this. Y'all got to sing to yourself in the mirror. These songs that you think is about someone else is really about self. Serenade yourself. Go ahead, the artist.
No, I literally was just saying this to somebody because I had just gotten out of a meditation. And Rihanna started playing in my head. You the one that I think about. Yeah, I don't be singing, but you know what I'm talking about. You are the one, and
Yeah,
I make sure
I love that
yeah,
song.
Yo, I was like, yo, yes.
Yeah.
That was the one. Hey, Studs, I love you. That was the one that came to my head, and I was like, yo, my intuition, my inner being be giving me songs like all the time, just to reassure me and remind me. But that's the relationship that you have with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, just try it. Just try telling yourself everything is working out. I'm always talking to myself in the best way. I'm so gentle with me. Manifesting is easy. This is not a real thing, this whole thing called life. It really is what I make it. And I make it a damn good, beautiful ass thing every single day. Like, it'd be the words that you say to yourself. But when I first started saying those things, it felt so abnormal because I was like, I hear me, but you know what I'm saying? Life is showing me different. But then you start saying it more and more and more and more, and you start trusting yourself more because you start seeing it more. And then that trust starts to build more. And you be like, man, I'm a master manifester. Literally.
Literally.
Do you ever talk to yourself? Like, you think how weird it feels sometimes. You be like, you're just so amazing, Mia. I just think this, we love to compliment other people. We love to lift up other people. But you realize, do you ever just hype yourself up, whether in your mind, verbally, vocally, and I think that's important. You should talk to yourself like you do someone you love. You got to hype yourself up too. And that's like romancing yourself, whether it's self-care, whatever you do, you have to love on yourself first. And that mirrors how other people love on you. Because no one's going to treat you bad if you don't treat you bad. Mm-hmm. Treat me how I treat me. That's going to always go. So I think that's important.
Love it. Yep. The world reflects you. It's a mirror. When you move, I move. Just like that. When you move, I move. Just like that. When you move, I move, right? So how are you moving? The world is going to move with you. All right? You go like this, the mirror. You go like that. You go like, ooh, look at, ooh, 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 ooh. You know, just got to... And it's okay if you feel, again, remember, we are here to have the human experience. So yes, you're going to have a range of emotions. Experience them. And it's like, okay. That is what it is. If you found like, this took me too far, okay, time to course correct. Okay, because that is part of the human experience. You're gonna go like this with your emotions. I guess but you just gotta ride the wave of emotions, right? You don't let the emotions dictate you. You just ride them because that's what you're here to do. You're here to have the human experience. And that's part of the human experience. You have to learn, you have to be like Jesus and walk on water. Are you walking on water? Or are you sinking like Peter? You all paying attention to, like, what's going on? What's going on? You're like, wait, help, Jesus, help me, Jesus. Okay, Peter, just look at me. Oh, okay, I got it now. Okay, refocus. That's all it's telling you. Refocus. Just to refocus. Got to course correct. That's okay. Sometimes we do get overwhelmed. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, when you said the riding the wave and the image of surfers came to me. They get knocked down by that wave. They get on that surfboard and start all over.
Surfboard. Beyonce, surfboard.
Next thing you know, they get a big wave and they ride again. Yes, sir. And I imagine when that big wave hits you, you kind of feel like, whoa, I might drown here. But, if you're an expert surfer, they be like, nope, I'm getting back on top of this water, getting back on this board.
Yes.
So, it's an exciting time. We have so much information that's just available to us now. Like you said, you don't even have to have a Bible in your home. You got that computer in your hand you know, it's a very exciting time, and to look forward to the outpicturing of this is truly the Aquarian age. We had the agricultural, the informational, and the technological. Now here we are in the Aquarian age, and it's real. It's like the veil is thinner, and divine inspiration is falling from the sky, and you just got to be there to receive it, be receptive and to receive it. Persist consistently.
Melodies from heaven rain down on me.
Rain down
Rain
on
down on me. Yeah. Hey, A-Town. How are you doing, sir?
What it do, what it do, what it ain't, what it is what it's gonna be.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
What her name is? Everything is everything.
Lord hell.
And what will be, will be. All right.
Is everything.
Everything is everything. Go ahead.
Yo, nah, man. Salute to everybody. I'm loving the live, loving the vibe. Loving the likes. 60K. We love that.
Thank you. You.
Want to definitely Toxic reminded me to definitely give a shout out for the book club. Thanks for closing that door on what it's going to be. So I'm excited. The Feeling is the Secret for those that are in the book club. You know what I'm saying? The chosen book was The Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. So we about to tap on in. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be some good eating. You hear me?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like some Thanksgiving type shit, you know. But yeah, definitely excited about that. Yeah, what's up with you? How's the week going?
Oh.
So you said y'all busy over there, huh? You and hubby busy doing?
It's the right type of wave. It's the right time.
Yeah.
It's the right just
beautiful.
in a right. We in a sweet spot. But he's having time to breathe, and then he get the right amount of orders. Yep.
That's good. That's real good.
Beautiful. Yep.
We love that. Excuse me. I apologize. I mean, yeah, I ain't really got too much to add to, as far as my situation, where I love embracing the energy of manifestation, right? Because there's no time that we're not manifesting, you know what I'm saying? So it's, are you aligned with knowing? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what you need to know? Because we're always manifesting. And so, I do have one question to ask. I was listening earlier to Toxie. Is there a big or small in relation to your manifestation? You know what I'm saying? Because for me, that's why I'm like, what is 500,000 in my bank account to me getting a freaking burger or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to put it in terms of, there is no big or small, you know what I mean, for myself. And I would just want to ask Toxic, is there, what do you consider, or were you just saying that in as far as just the angst, maybe energy behind what we want? And because I do recognize that sometimes, like, dang, I'd really need it, or, and then there's sometimes where you get what it is, and you like you said, you just kind of glaze across your mental space, and there it was in a week or so, What do you have a sense of big or small, or is it that you just kind of said that just in terms of what that was?
I mean, I totally get what you're saying. I think for me, when I think of things that are like, I'm fine either way, it's no big deal. Things that I don't really like, the stakes are low. For me, I think of it that way when I think of like, I just want to practice. Like, how am I gonna consciously manifest this? Like with my manager canceling her meetings. It was really just me doing the Neville thing, right? The feeling like what it would feel like if the meeting was canceled, if I saw that notification come through or moved or whatever it was, like the feeling of relief or the feeling of like, okay, now I can do this other thing now or whatever it is. Like I'm just practicing like what my quote unquote technique is, right? Like how, because I like to write things down, which are good for big things. I think generally speaking, like it's helpful for me to remember, no, I decided that already. Actually, no, we're not going back. So it's helpful for me because I get caught into mental thought loops of what about this or what about that, or like, well, what's this other angle to think of it from, or whatever. I get really deep into. I'm an overthinker. I like to, if I'm going to label myself, I can really get into the overthinking really quickly. So writing things down is helpful for me, and like I had said before, like in the past, I had like burned stuff in candles and stuff like that. I don't do candles that much anymore, but so in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, let me practice this where I don't have to write anything down. Let me just try to like mentally think through, okay, what would it feel like or whatever. So it's just me practicing like what I've been reading. So when I say big and small, obviously it's the same regardless. Like, so I don't want to make it this huge distinction between them, but it's just helpful for me to build up my confidence on things that are like, oh, well, I know I'm gonna always find a good parking spot in my parking garage. I'm leaving at 7:00 at night to go wherever I'm going, but when I come back, I'm gonna have a good parking spot. I'm not gonna have to park on the roof of the parking garage. You know what I mean? That type of thing, just little stuff like that. And once I built up that, like, oh, I know I can do these small things. I know for a fact I can do these small things. I know how to get it done. Then it's helpful for me to think of like, oh, well, then the big thing is like nothing. It's totally doable. Yeah. So that's all I mean by that. Obviously, it's the same. It's the same method
for sure,
or the same process or the same mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, it is for sure. Yeah. No, for sure. Like I said, I'm in my own mental babble. Where I'm at that at that cliff where $1 billion is nothing. You know what I mean? Where if I want it, it's already done. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that whatever anybody else wants is something different. I'm just kind of like, okay, there is no big or small in my manifestation because, like I said, we're always manifesting. But that was just something like, and that's so I just wanted to see how you categorize that. But yeah, that's super dope because I know you've done your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we hear all your stories. You know what I'm saying? You tell us all your business. You know what I mean? So trips, yeah. And just the fact that it comes out of in your manifestation, like, y'all, listen, I wanted this, and boom, boom, boom. Oh, y'all, listen. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love the way you are able to articulate your how you manifest. You know what I'm saying? In real time, in real life. And I actually am a writer too. I love writing. I love being able to check. Man, I love checking shit off. You hear me? You write that shit
the best
down,
feeling ever.
and you like, damn. I mean, sometimes in a year, 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But sometimes when you write that shit down and you go scroll them pages, and that shit, you're like, oh damn, I did get this. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Let me, that shit be feeling like none other. It's a high, and but yeah, just wanted to shout that out. But yeah, it's God mode. You know what I'm saying? We we up there. We are that. But yeah. So yeah, shout out to the young lady who came through. You know what I'm saying? I love the camaraderie. Everybody's able to, just encourage one another. You know what I'm saying? Make everybody feel good about whatever they're going through, and knowing that it's going to work out, knowing that you can be in God mode. It's just nothing but a switch. Of your mental space and your mental talk.
Right.
I love how
hold on.
She's able to
hold on.
Go ahead.
Magnetic says she has something to say. What you want to say, Magnetic?
This is a true example of like we're mirroring each other because I was just sitting in my car thinking about, I was just talking to myself like, yeah, I have proven myself the small things. Like, I want to be proven the good things. And then next thing you know, you ask that question, like, is it a such thing as small things? It's like, myself just answered me. It was like, is it a such thing as big things? things and small things. I just want to put that out there because I literally was in my car thinking about like that, like sitting and talking to myself, like, girl, you proving yourself the small things and stuff like that. So thank you. I'm listening and talking to myself at the same time.
Love it.
Yeah, for sure. No, so we all won for sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just think
I
it
ain't
helps
even
me
had too
build
much.
confidence. You know, it's just like one of those things where it's like, well, if I know I can do the small stuff, then I know for a fact I can do the big stuff. You know, so it just helped my confidence. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. No, it definitely anything and everything helps. You know what I'm saying? And as we already know, signs follow. You know what I'm saying? So the more we come in tune with our, what we already know is coming to pass, we just catching up, type, yeah, we just catching up to it. So, but yeah, that's all. I ain't have nothing to say. I was just kind of encouraged and, just loving the vibe. But yeah, I land my plane.
Cool.
Life Before, y'all, are you familiar with Life Before?
No.
Life Before Them? Okay. Because he came up, I was trying to mute him, but he was coming off mute. So we don't like that.
Yeah, make sure you stay on mute if you're trying to come up. Stay on mute, please. And then we'll get to you. Thank you.
For sure. But yeah.
Cool.
Salute to you, Toyia.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes. So the book club is 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, which that would be 11 a.m. Eastern and 8 a.m. Pacific. So, hello, Miss Teddy. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Great.
I first just kind of, I had the young lady on my heart. What's her name? Magnetic. Yeah, she's so sweet to me. But I just want, like I said, you all have said it. I just want to reiterate, baby, just have fun in the process. I understand. Trust me, I relate. But how they say, have your, this is what I used to say, and I still say it. I had this little thing, have your pity party and then blow the candles out, okay? And just blow the candles out and go, put all the party favors away and get on back to having some fun in your life because it's going to happen. If you stay focused, it's going to happen. I just promise you that. It will happen. This is what I really came up with, Toyia. This is what I came up with. We was talking about how we kind of been off and on. I hear different people talk about how you let your thoughts wander away, which is all, wander away, and you have to be aware to bring yourself back in. If somebody, and sometimes I wonder if people have heard me, if a fly could listen to me sometime because I'm aware. So it goes like this. Oh, wow, I understand my age. It'll go, but I do it with a lot of stuff. It goes like this. Oh, man, I'm so tired. I wish I had somebody to enjoy this strength I got right now. Oh my God, I feel so good. I mean, it happens. I will do it in the same sentence to bring myself back. And then somebody would they're gonna say, this woman is schizophrenic or something. Why is she? I have done it. Oh man, my head hurt. Golly. Oh, I don't feel good. I feel good. Just like that, though. I'm trying to tell you how quick, because I have found out what it will do if you continue to let it pull you down that rabbit hole. So you have to, like I say, if you're aware of it, the minute you're aware of it, bring it on back and bring it on back. Because now the very main thing, we understand it may not negate all of that, what you was feeling or that it happened, but what I found out, that feeling that way or giving that energy about that is not going to make you feel any better. If you already saying, like, I'm already tired, I'm so tired or whatever, if I keep saying it, I gotta know I'm gonna get tired, or you know what I'm trying to say. That's all. I was just thinking about that earlier, because different people mention how they bring themselves back, how we get out there, but it's important to be aware and bring yourself back.
Yes.
That's all.
Absolutely. Yeah. Don't let yourself stay there. Yeah. But a lot of times, sometimes you just not paying attention and you just find yourself falling off the cliff. That's okay. Just climb back up on top of the mountain. Just climb back up. Because the only moment that matters is what? Now. It doesn't matter what you did 5 minutes ago. It don't matter what you're doing now. It doesn't matter what you did last week. It only matters now. Is the only moment that ever matters. It's what you're doing now. That's it.
Like babies be crying and then start laughing while they tears streaming down their face, and then they start laughing. I think that's so cute. That switch.
Yeah.
And I've had, I remember one specific experience I had with myself. I was in the house and I was having a pity party, just weeping, and had the radio on, and one of my jams came on, and in the middle of crying, I started dancing.
Yes.
And it was like an epiphany. It was like, see, you have a choice.
Always got a
Music
choice.
came on, I started dancing and jamming, and I called one of my sister friends. It was like, girl, that's what happened. And we went into a long discourse with one another about it's a choice.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's always a choice. So it's just, and you know, that's the beauty of awareness. When you become aware of what you're thinking and how your thinking is causing you to feel a certain way, and then your feelings calling you to think a certain way, that's that loop we were talking about, right? It's your thinking, then you're feeling, then you're feeling, then you're thinking. It's your thinking, then you're feeling, then you're feeling, then you're thinking. You're just on this circle.
And then you realize when you fall into, for lack of a better, into the despair of the illusion or whatever it is you're terrorizing yourself, or whatever I'm terrorizing myself about, then I realized that when, like you say, when you're in that loop, now I'm creating future experiences by indulging in the negativity or the darkness or the sadness, whatever it is. So,
but the loop doesn't have to be bad, though, right? The loop can be the good loop of great, just right, because it's a law of attraction.
Right. So, and it's just a matter of being aware to remain consistent in my powerful state. Mm-hmm. You know, in a productive, powerful state that will produce experiences that I want to enjoy, as opposed to indulging and lounging in the adverse emotions. It's just, it's a beautiful thing to be aware.
Yeah. And you have the power of repentance, which is revision. Right. Which is, if you have a day that you didn't enjoy, or you felt like you went too far down the old rabbit hole, you can revise the day. Right. If you read a comment or someone says something and you didn't like your response, or you didn't like their response, you can change what you heard them say. You can change what you decided to say. It's your script. If you don't like how the day transpired, all you have to do is what? Not accept it.
You can revise your life. You can. I mean, I like I said, I just remember just the other day, I said, I really had wonderful parents. Mm-hmm. And I did.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, ain't that beautiful that you was able to give yourself just a whole new perspective, and then with a whole new world. Wait a minute. Now I don't have them saying begrudging feelings I used to have. Now I'm like, well, how come they want this type of parent? How come they didn't do this? And how come they didn't? And it gives you a whole different other aspect. And what is TEL? What's TELA?
He said he's so tired of balling. That's a song, a H-Town rap song by the rapper Tila.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't even know who. Okay. Sorry.
I'm so tired of balling.
Why? Because too many bitches on my dick.
Oh my.
Okay. Y'all listen to that trap music. All right. That's that trap music.
Not urban. That's before trap music. That came out in 96.
It's still trap music. Trap houses was big and heavy in the 90s. You know about the trap houses? Them trap houses was big in the 90s. That's all they had, some trap houses.
You know. Scarface, you know, I'm from Houston. I'm a UGK girl.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not a then.
Yes. Hey, Black Cat Seminary. Welcome. Hello, Moon Fleck. Welcome. Yeah, we name all kind of things, right? We have names for all kind of diseases in the body and in the mind, right? And somebody's asking about PTSD. I mean, that people have experienced PTSD because they allow experiences to define their present reality. They can't let go. They keep
Post traumatic stress.
Yeah.
You
Right.
still stressed about with something that already happened.
That's it.
Post traumatic stress syndrome. You stressed about something after that shit done happened. You reliving the stress. Oh my God, I got beat up in the alley and it was so traumatizing 10 years later. Oh my God, I keep reliving getting beat up in the alley. It was so
I mean, I get it, those who are in the military and you're told one story as to why you have to go into another place and unalive people, and then you have to, and then because that wasn't part of your default system, even though they try to reprogram you and tell you this was a necessary thing to keep this country safe, and then you're doing a thing that you really are not at peace or at one with, and then you got to come back into the real world, which is back to your homeland, and try to live your life with that type of mindset. Some people are able to do it, a lot of people aren't, because I just don't really think that people are built to be taking other people's lives that didn't do anything to you. What'd you say?
I was saying it's just not natural to
No!
unalive for sport because someone gave you a rule. The rule today is they're the bad guys.
So yeah, the mind can't conceptualize that. That's why people keep reliving it and can because they have to operate from the state of forgiveness and repentance, which they has not allowed themselves to do. They haven't operated in forgiveness or repentance.
That's it. And if you're coming from the religious side of it, you're really going to be messed up.
Well, I know someone who is a veteran who went through that. He did like 3 tours.
Ooh.
And I just remember him sharing how horrific it was when he came back and trying to get back into his mind. He had severe PTSD. And he got therapy, he took medication. And then I remember him saying that, and then he made a decision. He made it, and this cat is thriving, living a wonderful life. I mean, a big
beautiful. What did he do? Make a decision. Ain't that what that's all we talk about?
Yeah, he made a decision.
Just make a decision.
Yeah.
That just sounds so simple, right?
And
it cannot be that simple, but it just be that. Go ahead. Who's that? Toxic?
Sorry, no, I just
No.
y'all reminded me of one of my favorite shows called Sherlock. I watch all the Sherlock shows, but this one is the one with Benedict Cumberbatch and what's his name? Martin Freeman, I think. But anyway, Martin Freeman plays John Watson, and in the show, well, in the stories in general, he's a military guy he's a medical military guy, and he ends up getting injured in the war, and so he comes back to London, and he's got a cane and he's got like a limp and all that. In this particular version, in this show, he's got a therapist and he's like limping around everywhere and he's like really upset, he's having bad dreams, he's got the PTSD. And Sherlock Holmes like immediately notices that like, oh, this limp is like psychosomatic, like it's on your head, like the limp is actually mental. And there's something about, so basically it just reminded me how powerful the mind is. Eventually he decided just to give the cane up because he realized he didn't need it. But it was all in his mind, like his injury or the way that his past injury was affecting his current state was all mental. It was all in his mind. And so that happens like in the first, several minutes of like the first episode of this show. And it just reminded me how powerful the mind is once you actually say, because I actually had PTSD from my first marriage. So, eventually I had to let it go. Eventually I had to stop reliving it. And, so it's just one of those things where it's just like, you do have to make a decision, and it's something you really do have to decide. Yeah. Do I want to live with this forever? Am I tired yet? Like, am I ready to move on? Do I want this to be my story anymore? Like, no, I don't. So, but yeah, it just reminded me. Mind is powerful. That's all.
All is mind. All is mind.
And I agree, because I can definitely say I've dealt with PTSD from past situations. And you're right, everything's a choice. And I think that's the hardest part for people to grasp, because you attach to your trauma. And sometimes you feel like you're letting the person who traumatized you off the hook by letting it go. And really, you're letting yourself free.
Yep.
And it's okay, because I always use the example. If there is somebody out there in this world who can't stand me, just hates my gut, and I don't even know about it, sucks for them that they're somewhere harvesting all that energy for me, and I'm over here living my best life. So I don't ever want to be that for nobody else. So I just detach, I let go, I heal, because being hurt and being traumatized off things that have happened is a choice, and I have to accept that. And I had to let go of things and know that I'm choosing to let this hurt me.
Yeah.
And that's like, people like, I'm choosing like this person. Like, no. And it's like you feel like you're setting the villain free. And it's like, no, I'm setting myself free.
Yep. It's not about them.
It's not.
Yep. Are you going to be a prisoner of the past? Because that's all that's end up happening, right? Because you feel like, well, if I forgive them, that's somehow saying what they did was okay. No. It's setting yourself free so you can live your best life, because guess what they're probably doing? Living their best life. So why would you allow yourself to continue to be a prisoner of someone else's actions when you know that, because to me, children are off limit. If something has happened to children, yes, whatever you need to do to work through it, to forgive yourself, not beat yourself up, not hold yourself hostage, don't blame yourself. Those people didn't know nothing about love, couldn't love you even if they wanted to, because they had no concept of it. And so you're going to have to release them into outer darkness, and never to allow it to resurrect or have it to hold you hostage for the rest of your life. Because that's just not fair to you. Like, how? That's not fair to you. Why wouldn't you? The best way to love you is to free you. That's how you can free. That's how you truly love yourself, to free yourself from the past. And no one is condoning bad behavior. No, we're not condoning bad behavior. We just want you to be free of the bad behavior. That's all.
Remember when there was that big controversy when Kanye West was on TMZ and he said something similar to, as a matter of fact, he was saying, I think exactly what we're talking about right now, how you have to let go. And he was like, slavery is a choice and blah, blah, blah. And everybody jumped on him. And but I think that's what he was trying to convey. That's what I got.
Yeah.
You just have to, again, we just can't keep reliving the past. How are we going to move forward if we keep?
Because they tell you that lie, that if you don't remember the past, you're bound to repeat it. No, the reason why you keep repeating it, because you keep talking about it.
No, they tell you the truth in plain sight, don't they tell you? They say you got to keep the past alive, so you got to keep talking about it. But if you stop talking about it, it'll go away.
It dies, right? From the lack of attention.
So stop fighting for all this mess to be in your history books. Let them take it out.
Please, pretty please. With sugar with cream on top. With a cherry on top.
Go to school and stop learning about being, beaten in front of all their Caucasian peers, because that wasn't fun to learn about. Take it out. Hey, if you took out the news, what if the local news didn't exist and all you got was the weather? How peaceful would you be? All right.
Now you created the gap to create a new experience. So the gap is empty and void of the remembering the trauma over and over and over again. So now you forget about the trauma, and now the canvas is clear, and you can create the reality that you want.
And it's like it's cyclical, right? It's like something always happens in the news with melanated folks, with those who don't have as much melanin, right? And just to remind you of how, see, I told you, we're just not safe in the world. We're just not safe in the world. We're just not safe in the world. It's just like, really? It's like it is so scripted. It's just like, okay, it's been about 3 months and scene. Let's remind them again.
Let's get the black people going. You saw what happened on the first day of Black History Month. That video with the Obama as the monkeys came out. The first day of Black History Month to get the black people going. Oh my God! They said they were monkeys. Oh my God! Man, it'd be funny to me.
You know, but racism is not good for any group. It don't benefit white folks the way they think it does either. It hurts everybody. The only people it benefits are those who gain wealth from it. There are people that gain wealth from the division. And so you got to be able to see the play. It's a play. It's a game. And people keep falling for the okie doke. Like, y'all still keep falling for this game. Y'all still letting people divide you over, right? It's a caste system. And they just added racism to the mix. It has always been about the have and the have-nots. It has always been about that. That's what it's always been about.
They trying to make us mad right now. You see, they got Serena Williams out there looking like Sammy Sosa.
Lord, you...
Oh my God, they got Serena Williams looking like Sammy Sosa. They done took Serena.
It's just lighting. That's what people. It's just lighting.
Yeah.
No, it ain't lighting. She is turning in.
No, it's
her
definitely
face
lighting.
different.
She was in the overhead lighting.
No,
because she was just at Wimbledon.
She look a Wimble mess. She looked a mess at the Super Bowl. She look a Wimble mess. I don't know who did it. Well, she need to undo that lighting.
It's just lighting because it's, that and the blonde hair just makes it.
My wig should not look better than a millionaire's.
Well, I came to see her.
My makeup shouldn't look better than a millionaire's. It's getting Sammy Sosa. Serena Sosa.
You're so mean.
Okay, Serena Jackson.
You're silly, not Serena Jackson. I don't know. What else? Did she like it? Hey, I don't know. That's funny. Not cake soap, Lord.
She used the hell out of that soap. She was scrubbing for dear life. She done scrub all the melanin. Go back and go to 1999 and look at Serena. You're going to tell me it's lighting. Go back and look at
it's lighting. It's lighting.
She was she was looking like Little Yachty in 99.
She don't play tennis like that no more. She's not out in the sun like that.
True.
If I stayed in the house for 365 days, I would not come out of looking like Nia Jackson.
Girl, you know Serena ain't never cared. You know that. She never cared.
You're sticking to it, Latoxi.
I am because I think it's another psyop. It's another psyop. It's another distraction.
Yeah, they psyop. That must be a double.
I mean, I think it should. I saw a thing on Twitter. This girl was like, She was. I mean, yeah.
Why they do us like this with Serena? Who's
what do you mean?
I don't know. Venus still look like, but Venus is just not in the public. Right, but Venus just not in the public eye like Serena is.
Y'all go look up Serena in 1999 and look at her today.
No, I told you they don't play tennis like that no more. They're not outside like that.
Now I see
Venus good doing the GLP-1. She trying to get you to, you know.
Well, now Serena, an athlete needs a GLP-1. Now
what's his name? Charles Barkley. Everybody is on as they always get these celebrities to endorse. That's how you know it ain't right. Whenever you need a celebrity to convince people to buy something, you know there's a trick to it.
That's Ricky Lake. Get that celebrity. That's convincing. Not a damn athlete. Oh, Serena Williams need a GLP-1. Somebody who's been fit her whole damn life. Get out my face. Give me somebody like Lizzo. Give me her.
Now I just saw
convincing.
I just saw a video of Serena. She was at some kind of ball they have where they all dress up differently. It just happened anyway. Mm-hmm. And she was stunning. She had on a gown that was cut up to right to her, all the way up her thigh. And those legs and those thighs were looking so chiseled and fine. And this dress was draped on her. I don't remember about her hair, but I remember as she walked past, my mouth was open. I was like, what? So and she was stunning without a doubt. So we just, I'm just not for us bashing celebrities or even really getting involved and having say-sos about celebrities, because their world is different. And I know some celebrities, and people have them on these pedestals, although this was not the case with us, Serena. But this guy, and I can't say his name, he's an A-lister and a monster in his private life. But his image is pristine.
It's like we don't be knowing these people. They only know what they show us, and that don't even be the truth.
And that doesn't, right. So
that's what I'm like. That's what I'm just talking about when they get celebrities trying to promote a product. Just be leery, because the fact that they need one to promote it is something that's not regulated, something you're not really sure about. Like they with these betting games and this crypto and now this GLP-1. Just be.
Well, I'm on a GLP-1, been on them for years, and I'm healthy as a fox, and I'm sexy as one too. So yeah.
I mean, everybody's not going to have the same experience. So and it's different types of GLP.
I was on it for diabetes first, and I reversed my diabetes. So
that's what its intended purpose was for, right? That was
the intended purpose. So the side effects of being 340 pounds were way worse.
Yeah. No, we're talking about people that was like 10 pounds overweight and they started using GLP-1. Like, you like, what? 20 pounds overweight. Like, really? But again, they're different versions. It's right. It's different versions of it, right? You don't know which version you're getting, and now it's like, what'd you say?
Hey, some people eat McDonald's. Those fries don't grow mold. People eat McDonald's. They eat food. They don't even know what the ingredients are. And sometimes people eat ass. So, who cares about a GLP-1?
Do whatever benefits you. do whatever benefits you. If you have good success with it, then it was for you. Some people won't have good success for it. Then it wasn't for them.
My girlfriend used to say, if it makes your hair blow back, baby, then
right. Oh, right. It's just small talk. It ain't no big deal. Nothing wrong with it. It's cool. I mean, people in my family had the bariatric surgery. A lot of them are nurses. I don't know, was the GLP-1 around when they decided to do their bariatric?
But you're fat. They don't never tell you about when you 340 pounds, and they don't never tell you about you shouldn't eat that. But when you go get a GLP-1, a lot of people, the side effects. They never tell you about the side effects of being 300 pounds. People never are that forthcoming about that.
Well, some people don't have any health problems at that weight.
They're the exception. That's not the rule, though.
Well, that's what people would say about GLP. Maybe they'll say that you're the exception and not the rule. I mean, everybody was having
exception if you look at stats.
I'm not interested in it, so I would never look into it. But I was talking about my family going bariatric. I don't know. I was just going to let me finish my statement that I was like, I wonder what they had done it, because they're all in the healthcare field. Like they do that for a living, but they chose the bariatric. And and I asked them what they do the GLP-1. They're not so sure of it, but they were more sure of the bariatric, which to me is more evasive to have surgery. So, but to everybody, to each his own. To each his own. Yep. Let me not say that. My cousin's ex-wife, she did the I don't know if it was GLP-1, because I know it's different versions of these shots that people take in order to lose weight. So I'm not going to say that she did GLP-1, but she did do the shots. I don't know which one she used, because again, it's a lot of them variations out there. But she had good results. And I think she lost about 50-60 pounds with it. So.
Always when I did it, it's amazing how and socially, and I'm not talking here because I did it 5 years ago. But when you get weight loss surgery, it's amazing the criticism people have for it. but they never tell you that about your unhealthy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But when you're doing something to actually love yourself and save your life and live a healthy and better.
Well, I don't know. I'm
have-
sure their
you know what I'm
doctors
saying?
was telling them, that they need to change.
I'm talking about, I'm gonna finish. I was talking about socially.
Oh.
Socially, people talk about, oh, this surgery is not good, oh, this and that. But you're doing something to save your life.
Right.
And better yourself.
Right.
Versus living an unhealthy lifestyle and not eating well and being healthy, if you're one of those people.
Right.
I'm just saying, we live in a world that when you do things to show that you love yourself, people got a long list of things to say. But
I think it's only people are saying stuff because people are coming out talking about their side effects, and some people were not talking about.
Why do people care?
But what do you mean? Why do people care? They putting it out there, so they're giving people something to
care
talk about. They're giving people. I mean, if that's what's on,
Sounds like
if that's
judgment
what.
to me.
How is that judgment if people are saying their experiences and they saying it wasn't a good experience? That's not a
I'm just
judgment.
saying, I'm trying to practice what I preach.
That's not a judgment. That someone saying that they had side effects from it and it wasn't a good experience for them. How's that judgment? That's their own personal experience. I'm not saying that it's wrong to do. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I never said what one way or the other. That I don't really care what you do with your body. It's your body. I never made a judgment. I never made a judgment and said I don't think you should do it. You should do it. It's wrong. I wasn't,
I agree with you. Word up.
Yeah. I mean, it's no different than us talking about Serena Williams. When you're talking about how she's looking like Sammy Sosa, that's a judgment. You don't like her appearance. You don't like how she's changed her face.
Word up. We agree, girl.
Yeah. So it's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it did. I don't know anything. I have no idea.
What, Sammy Sosa?
No, somebody said Ozempic took many people out. I'm like, I have no idea. I don't know what it did.
It took many people out of obesity. That's what it did.
Yeah, so
let me ask this right quick, right before we drop this subject. So somebody told me, because I'm with you, I've been watching, like I saw Serena, and I didn't know what was going on. I'm the type, I look at her and go, I didn't get into that part. Someone told me about this GPL or whatever you call it. They told me about it, this was going on. So then they said, haven't you seen so-and-so? Because I don't watch TV a lot. So if I don't see them on social media, I don't see these people. So I got one thing to ask y'all. Do y'all know, have Michelle Obama been using it? Does anyone know?
No, I don't
think so.
No, I haven't heard anyone say anything about her. I'll say that.
Okay,
she's always been a pretty small woman.
Yeah, I only heard Oprah using it. I only heard about Oprah.
I thought she was too. And then they sent me these pictures of something like this whole thing been out, and she certainly looked a lot better. Like, something in their face goes first. The people that they were showing me look like the face. Am I correct, y'all? Don't it start in the face, or is it the body? I don't know. Seems like it was a face to me with Serena and somebody else I saw. Up until someone showed me and brought it to mind, I promise you. I never,
I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nobody personally other than Mia, but she doesn't look like if she didn't say that she used it, I would have no idea. If Mia didn't say that she did, to me, she doesn't have that face like when you see people, like certain people, like I'm saying, those people that only need to lose 20 or 30 pounds and then they go do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Mia before her face was fat as fuck. What you mean?
Oh,
it's healthy.
no,
I mean,
I didn't know that. No, I'm not
putting a lot of dip on the chip.
Mia hush. I ain't talking about you.
Wait a minute. What is going on,
first.
Mia? I don't think anyone is talking. Let me pause really quickly. I don't think anyone is talking shit about GLP-1s. I don't know what is going on.
And I'm not. I was trying to ask you. All I wanted to know is Mia.
Miss Teddy is not criticizing you in any way.
I've only known you since I've known you, and since I've known you, you've been a very nice looking lady. So I don't know about before
no
this.
validation about that. I'm just saying, like, let's go and talk about the GLPs and what they look like. Michael Jackson Thriller. Go on with what you know about the GLP so we can change the conversation. It's getting stale.
No, wait.
Okay.
Where's the animosity coming from?
The animosity, like I just told you, is getting stale. Ain't no animosity. It's getting on my goddamn nerves.
There is animosity, and we're not going to act like it's not. If you feel offended by that, then I don't know what the hell is going on.
She left us. I hope she come back tomorrow. I mean later.
Not
'Cause
sure. I don't understand
I don't
what's
think I
going
know
on. I
what
don't know
nothing
how
I
we got
said
here.
because I ain't never known Mia before this, so I wouldn't know no difference. I was speaking of the people that you guys are, who everybody knew, and so I just wanted to know about our first lady, or they used to be first lady. That's all I was asking. That's all. And everybody said no.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, Miss City. I don't think you did anything wrong.
Oh, sweetie, I'm not even wearing a TTT bit. That's the truth about that. I'm just saying, because I know what my intentions are. That's what all I deal with is my own intentions. Okay, let's see if we can tell. We got 84. We should be able to get these out. I'm not lying. Really, if she got 30 more minutes, it could happen. If everybody just tap. Okay, where we at here?
Thank you, Miss City.
Yeah, girl, please. Okay, girl, please.
Yeah. um, I don't know. When I was, they were talking about my weight when I was on Instagram. So, it is what it is. I don't, we had no idea how somebody experienced their weight loss journey until you tell us. But I didn't think anyone was being offensive or trying to be derogatory or trying to put anyone down because of their choices. I don't know where this conversation took a left turn. Because like I said, if she didn't tell us, no one would have known. I had no idea.
Definitely did not have any idea.
Had no idea that this is a touchy subject.
I know
Had no idea. Again, if you don't tell us, we don't know. And it's such a much, again, I can't tell nobody how they should feel. I can't tell nobody how they should respond. But there's a way to say, hey, to deliver the message that you no longer want to talk about it. But again, I'm not here to police nobody, right? Everybody grown. And everybody get to feel how they want to feel, and everybody get to say what they want to say. So I'm never on here to police anybody, because that's not what it's about.
I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I gotta say, I am at a total loss for that one, because there's no way I could have said anything, because I never knew Mia before now. I was speaking of those people that I knew before now, and people showed me. So I don't know. I don't have a clue what that was about.
Yeah. So. Oh well.
All right. Okay.
Let's move on. Yeah. It's like, I guess it's time to say goodnight, because I don't know.
We don't want to 15. We can't get that 15. Oh wow. Okay.
I just don't want anyone to be offended for something.
That's the least we can do sometime. That's the only reason. Tapping don't really. I don't know, because a lot of times maybe that's the most I give. To me,
I feel like you need to talk things through instead of just let's have conversations so we can understand one another. And
well, I was trying. I tried to. I said, Mia, there's no way. I said, I never knew you before.
You're not. Yeah,
no, let me. No. I said, Mia, I never knew you before now, which I haven't.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. No, I don't want to, because she's no longer here to defend herself.
But she immediately didn't accept that. So I don't know what happened. I'm not. But like I say, I am kind of done with that. That's how that goes.
A-Town
came. I hope it passes. I hope she can come back.
Yeah, A-Town.
Like whenever.
Yeah, A-Town came up.
Because Mia funny to me. She really makes, she funny on here. That's why I like that Frito. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead though.
Yeah.
Well, let's tap though while we're here.
Hey, A-Town, what you want to say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah. No. I was just coming up just to see what's up, because I had missed all day. I was taking out my trash, and then I found out, I heard the backdrop. But anyway, it don't even matter. Just want to remind everybody to tap into the Facebook group for the book club. We'd love to have you. Love to have your energy and the vibe, and it's growth on all parts. You give, and it's going to be given back to you as well. So yeah, just want to remind that, as well as that was it.
Yes, yes, yes. So Saturday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we can discuss feeling is the secret. So that sounds like you know, a great place to start feeling, feeling.
Yes. Yes.
The mood
I'm
that you're
excited.
in, yes, yes, yes. That you're. That's the subconscious and the conscious mind. And I think that's really, when I think about his books, when I look at his lectures compared to his books, he didn't talk so much. The more he taught and lectured, he didn't talk so much about the subconscious and conscious mind. So you can kind of tell how he involved through his teachings that wasn't a huge focus. It was in that book, but as he went along, he really linked into the law of assumption, giving people different techniques to help them master you know, their end result. And then later on in life, when he experienced the promise, that became like his whole thing. He just wanted to talk about the promise that he had and was, trying to convince everyone that they would also experience the promise and would experience it
Oh,
in
like
a
after
way in
death.
which, well, no, he was calling the promise where, because he said Abdullah taught him the law, but Abdullah did not teach him the promise. For him, the promise was when he had this awakening experience where supposedly he experienced scripture spiritually.
Oh,
And
okay.
he discovered that David was humanity, which was which is what is trippy about Neville, because when he
Yeah.
talks about David being blonde hair, blue eyed, I'm like, humanity? You telling me that's what I'm gonna see? I think I better be seeing a black Madonna since we know the first person on this plane was a black woman. You telling me I'm gonna see a blonde hair, blue eyed dude in swaddling clothing, and that's supposed to be my awakening? Neville, you tripping. But that's all I was like, I can't do the promise. When he starts talking about the promise, I skip, I turn the page. I'm like, that ain't gonna be my reality.
Yeah, yeah.
And he tried to make it like that was like, this is what everyone's going to experience. Like, this is like, I'm like, everybody don't even believe in the Bibles. What are you talking about? Every people are experiencing their awakenings and they ain't never read a doggone Bible. They over in Hindu land and Buddhist land. And some people haven't had any contact with any sacred text in their, awakening to their truth and their power. So I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what he lost me. That's what he lost me. That's why I just only listen to him talk about the law. Because when he get into the promise, I'm just like,
okay.
To me, that's a personal thing.
Books.
That's the promise is later. Oh, the secret, the feeling is the secret. Yeah, that's one of his earlier books. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. The promise is his later years, like the 60s on. Not that he isn't still talking about the law, but that's when he lost a lot of people too. His lectures weren't as filled as once before because he leaned so much into the promise. And people like, look, dude, I just want to get stuff. I don't care about no Jesus and no like, can you just tell me how to get my house, how to get more money, make more money on the job, how I can get healing in my body? Like, I don't want to hear about your mystical experiences.
The scripture is cool when you're like thinking about it, but I mean, on a day-to-day, there's only a handful that you might need,
Really? You only need a handful. You do not need the whole Bible. You just need to pick, the scriptures that you like. Like Steve Harvey said, he had 2 scriptures that he like, I only had like 2 or 3 scriptures that I hung my head on. And I'm like, dude, you call yourself a Christian and you only know 2 or 3 scriptures. He's like, I don't need 2 or 3 scriptures. I'm just going to this scripture and this time I'm going to manifest my reality.
Listen, there's a whole lot going on in the brain, okay?
Oh my
goodness.
Gotta make room. I love when you say, Toyia missed me with that.
Because you just got to realize that the mystical stuff is for your personal experience. Because that's not It's not a one size fits all, right? Everybody's going. It's your own consciousness, your own awareness, it's your own I am. However, it wants to take you on this spiritual journey or mystical journey. And I don't think no two people are going to have the exact same experiences. And to try to say that your experience is law. No, it's billions of people in the world. Ain't no two people experiencing this life the same way.
I just want to clarify. I want to ask A-Town, on the Facebook page, on the group Facebook page, is there a link for the book to read as a PDF? I remember Toyia mentioned it, but she said she wasn't sure. She thought it was. So I just wanted to be clear on that.
I believe he did add it today.
Yeah, it's there. It's there today. I don't know. Yeah, he might be busy, but yeah, it's definitely in the Facebook group now.
Because I hadn't had a chance to order it. I like to have books in my hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I have to look at the link till I get the book.
Oh, okay. Oh, you getting the paperback?
Yeah, I'm gonna order it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But before I get it, I'll look at the link and read it from there.
Yeah, before I knew that they had free PDFs, I didn't buy the paperback, but I just had it.
Right.
I ordered through Kindle.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
I want to get a version that has them all. I know that there's anthologies of it, but I want them in chronological order.
Yeah, my daughter has it. I don't know if they're in chronological order, but there is a book. It's a compilation of a lot of Neville Good. It's not all of them, but it's a lot of Neville Goddard's book and one book. I forgot what they call it. But yeah,
I know I have one on PDF, but I don't know. I never even thought about whether or not they were in chronological order. But now that you say, he went a little bit off the deep end.
Because if you read the book, The Law and the Promise, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the law, and then he talks about the promise. And so he's saying the promise is that you're going to experience scripture spiritually.
Okay.
And you're gonna have this, he describes in great detail what happened, as far as him, like the 3 wise men and his brothers seeing him, and he could see them, and then they couldn't see him, and then he's standing there holding a baby, and they're like, who's the baby? And the baby's supposed to represent, I guess, David, because David is going to call you father, and that's how you realize that you
I remember hearing them about like certain sermons, lectures about David being the son, like David being
the son, which is the humanity, right?
Yeah,
and the son calling you.
You're actually the father. David's gonna call you father.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting real deep into this.
Yeah. I'm like, I thought you said this is all metaphors,
exactly,
and allegory. Now you turned it and made it real life events. All right.
Yeah, it gets real complicated in that genealogy. It gets real complicated. I guess
because they supposedly said how he passed, that he supposedly passed like Judas supposedly did.
Really?
Girl, I was like, because this is one person, I forgot, he's on the internet, because they were able to take. He goes more deeper mystically about the Bible. I actually liked his teaching, but I think it's Barry. He was one of Neville's students that ended up beginning to teach the law. And I think he was the one that found Neville. And they didn't allow his wife to see him. And he was saying that he kind of like, it was kind of like how Judas, the spilling of the...
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like,
I'm
wow.
That's so strange.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying.
Because one thing, his daughter doesn't practice this.
Really? I didn't know.
And that's what my daughter was
What's
like.
What's her name? Vicky?
Yep, my daughter was like, maybe it's something we don't know, because how he taught this and she have nothing to do with it.
No way. You know what? Sometimes when you're like so close to it, it's like being a pastor's kid.
Yep.
You get so close, you're like, oh God, I can't even bear to hear it anymore. And all the crazy shit he probably did, like talking about telling his wife, hey, you're pregnant, you're gonna have a baby in 2 months. Like that type of shit. Like, I can imagine that shit probably pissed her the fuck off. I I can't imagine what type of shit he got into personally.
Mm.
Just having visions and shit all the time. It's just probably crazy. It's like cool when you're listening to it, but like living with someone who's like that is totally different.
Yeah. I would love to hear her perspective, though. That would have been just to hear what
I'm gonna look her up
was
on
like.
LinkedIn.
But they said they would try to do her interviews, and she was still, because he passed in 72.
Yeah, so she had.
So he wasn't even that old, because actually Dr. Joseph Murphy, he was born before Neville and he outlived Neville, because Dr. Joseph Murphy passed in 81.
Oh, I didn't know they were the same age. I thought he was like more recent.
Yeah, they were contemporaries. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know that didn't he say his daughter was born in like the 30s or something like that? Or
Okay.
I'm trying to remember.
She might have transitioned by now.
Yeah, she's been in her
But he had a son from his first marriage. And then the daughter came from the second marriage. Yeah, his son was a part of the military. Yeah, so he met his, I think he had his son in his 20s and maybe her closer to 40s, or maybe in his 30s. In his 30s he had her. Yeah, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was that's his second marriage. Vicky's from the second marriage, and he had a son. And the son and they are a great apart. Like they're like the son probably was like old enough to be her dad at the time he had her. Yeah. Because when he went into the army, his son was already serving, because he talks about it. When he went into an army, right? Yeah, he went to the army. His son was already. Remember, he said he imagined, and because he had a baby at home.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah, so that's in the 40s. So maybe she early 40s or something.
Yeah,
she was born.
That makes sense. Because I remember him saying that. I was like, that doesn't make sense. That timeline doesn't make sense. Because why are you serving the army with your son? Like, that doesn't make sense. So, but yeah, that makes sense now, what you're saying.
Yeah. Yep. So, So we reached 100,000 likes. Beautiful, 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 amazing. So I guess we can end after 10 o'clock here. I know some of you are in the Eastern time zone, so I know it's after 11 there. So I'm surprised Latoxi still woke.
I know, right? I don't know why I was up still, honestly, to be honest with you. But, I don't know. Who knows? But yes, book club, Saturday, 10 a.m. Central, reading Feeling is a Secret.
Absolutely.
Get the PDF is in the Facebook group.
Yes.
Which is the link in the bio.
Yes. All right, guys. I'm sleepy as ever. All right, Marcinda. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great night's sleep. Dream a wonderful dream. An amazing dream. And see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night.